Welcome to round 15 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Some reason I thought I was in the transition screen. Looks like we're here playing the Team Galactic theme instead, but alright. Part of the reason why we are playing the Team Galactic theme is the Ditto Burritos open off tonight with a 4-game win streak. They, in previous rounds, snapped the 7-game win streak of the Dullin Kings. Kings trying to compete for a spot in the Eastern playoffs. Them, the Chaos Corp, and the KBs are competing for a first round bye in the Eastern Conference, but as for the Ditto Burritos, they sit at 6-7, and even with the 4-game win streak, there are so many teams at a 6-7 record right now that the Ditto Burritos are currently not in right now. But let's see, if we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, the Eastern Conference, one of those other teams that are 6-7 is going to be Miami, but the Eastern Conference right now is very crowded in the middle, just as we said it was going to be at the start of the season. So, at the top of the Eastern Conference, you have the KBs with an 11-2 record, 4-game win streak. In fact, we actually do have a playoff clinching scenario today. If the KBs get a win today against Ottawa, they will clinch a postseason berth. They'll be the first team to clinch a spot in the playoffs. However, even if the KBs lose, if we see losses from Toronto, Buffalo, or Amiibo Engage, we need 2 of those 3 teams to lose. The KBs will also make it into the playoffs with that manner. Because the deal is, they need 3 of those 6-7 teams to lose. Losing to Ottawa would take out 1. The Ditto Burritos and Miami are both 6-7, meaning one of these 2 will lose. So it comes down to 2 more of those other 3 teams listed. Toronto, Buffalo, Amiibo Engage. So, Number 2, number 3, both with 9-4 records in the East. That's going to be the Chaos Corp and the Dullin Kings. Chaos Corp on a 4-game win streak of their own. We will see the rookie Penumbra leading the team with 18 KOs. She has the opportunity to make history tonight, become the first and only Amiibo to have 3 consecutive hat tricks. She has 2 in a row so far. We'll talk more about that when the Chaos Corp, they play third tonight. They host Buffalo, the Dullin Kings. 9-4 win streak just snapped. They're going to be playing second tonight, as the East will be playing first. First 7 games will be the East, last 7 will be the West. We'll get to the West when we talk about the West. The Dullin Kings are second. They will host Amiibo Engage, who is in severe dysfunction right now with the top half of their roster. Number 3 right now is going to be JG Wentworth. They are going to be game number 7. They host Your Worst Nightmare, who is tanking for the rest of the regular season with an 8-5 record. But 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is where things start to get all chaotic in the East. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 6 teams in the Eastern Conference all tied with 6-7 records. Holding number 5 and number 6 is going to be Ottawa and Buffalo. 2 teams who entered the previous round with 4-game losing streaks. Buffalo got their snaps. Ottawa has lost 5 in a row, but Ottawa holds on to the number 5 seed with a +2 differential. Buffalo with a +1 differential is at number 6. Let's see, Buffalo, they are on the road against the Chaos Corp, while Ottawa is on the road against the KBs. Amiibo Engage takes slot 7 with a -1 differential. So does the Ditto Burritos at number 8. Ditto Burritos, they've won 3 in a row actually. Amiibo Engage has lost 3 in a row. So we'll see Amiibo Engage, they're at the Dullin Kings. Ditto Burritos host Miami. Miami is also 6-7 with a -4 differential. They are going to be here playing first against Ditto Burritos as they occupy number 10. And occupying number 9 is going to be Toronto. They are going to be on the road against Michael. As, well, Toronto had a 5-game win streak. It just got snapped in the previous round as Toronto did lose to, let's see, I think they lost to the KBs. Yes, they did lose to the KBs. Then, after that, all that mess, all that madness, 10 and 11 is going to be 2 teams with 5 and 8 records. That's Your Worst Nightmare in Boston. 13-14 is the Novas and Michael. No team in the Eastern Conference has clinched a losing record yet, but the Novas, Michael, if they suffer losses, that could be it. Boston will play at the Novas in game number 5 tonight, but that's going to be the Eastern Conference. We'll talk about the West later on, but welcome. My name is 1EM. This is going to be round number 15 for season number 6. We are going to see 2 teams entering with 6-7 records. It's Miami. We'll be playing their final road game of the regular season tonight. Rounds 15 through 18. My apologies, this is actually round number 14 to the regular season. There's 5 rounds remaining. This is round 14. 15 is tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night, depending on my plans. But we're going to see Lil Nas X, Yamcha, Nightquillia, Vengeance, and Galzo from Miami. Lil Nas X had a hat trick against a dysfunctional Amiibo Engage roster, but we saw Amiibo Engage a hat trick of their own from Citron, making this a 5-4 game. That has been the trend lately for Amiibo Engage. We'll talk about them next when they play the Dublin Kings. As for the Ditto Burritos, your defending champions have never missed the playoffs in franchise history, and they are one of the hottest teams in the East right now. Can they get another win to make it 4 in a row? Let's find out. So, Lil Nas X was a first overall pick in the Season 4 draft. He's been somewhat consistent as a leadoff in his second full-time season as being the leadoff capacity, Season 4, Season 6. We'll see Ditto though. He is competing to possibly be an all-star in the Eastern Conference, but he has to compete with the likes of Pantwan from JG Wentworth if he wants to be the Mii Sword Fighter of the East. First damage will come from Ditto here, going to be 35-0. We see Nas X off stage. He'll come back on. So 35 immediately from Ditto. Down smash. Finally some damage from the Toon Links. Going to be 47-11 as Lil Nas X waiting to come back on. He will come back on right now. Down throw. Up air. That's 72 onto the Toon Link. Side B is going to miss from Ditto. That's going to be some damage being dealt here. We see the up smash. 85-28. Up air will make it 104-28 as we will wait. We will see down special. 118-28. Lil Nas X will be waiting to come back onto the stage as he gets hit by this grab right here. 130-28. He comes on and we see the down special from Ditto. The Ditto Burritos take an early leadoff win. Yamcha comes out now for Miami. This is their last road game of the regular season. Can Miami get a win here? It is 0-64 as we see for Tilt. Miami right now, they have won back-to-back games as they themselves are trying to make it 3 in a row. We see 42-83 as Yamcha getting closer and closer to having that KO punch potentially available. It's going to be 57-96 as Ditto is off stage. He'll come back on, 61-96. We will wait. We will see 2 bars remaining for Yamcha. 1 bar remaining. It's going to be 87-96, but Yamcha off stage. He's going to fall short. Ditto has 2 KOs in the leadoff against Miami. Nyquillia comes out now, already going to be 23%. Up smash interrupted, it's going to be 108 for Ditto. Up smash 42, it's going to be 57-108 right now, so we will see. Back throw now, 57-118. Ditto coming back on, waiting, getting some chip damage right there. It's going to be 71-125 as Nyquillia off stage. I can't remember the last time Ditto has had a hat trick in his career, but it's going to be 71-145 as we will see. Ditto avoiding the forward air from this young Link. It's 81-145. It's going to be, we will wait, we will see. Down special, 94-156. Even though Miami did have a hat trick from their Toon Link, they also allowed a hat trick. It's 103-160 right now. We will see. Going to be a back throw, 111-160, 112-160 as the Toon Link. Young Link actually, 120, coming back onto the stage. It's going to be up throw here, and that forward throw will be enough to shut down Ditto. But he already has 2 KOs. 133-0 Thanatos comes out now for the Ditto Burritos. 133, 135, KO here. It's going to be a 4-2 lead for the Ditto Burritos, who are trying to make it 4 in a row to get up to 500. It's 16-7, but Vengeance and Galzo, their comeback mechanics should be able to trigger earlier because Miami is down in this game. We have seen Miami with a fair share of comeback so far this regular season. It's going to be forward air, 43-44, as we see Vengeance. He is going to go for the forward tilt, 43-54. We see Thanatos off stage, and that neutral air, normally that would be able to get rid of some Amiibo, but not Thanatos here as he tries to chase off stage now. 56-84, Thanatos, forward smash will miss. We see forward smash now, 66-84, forward air will miss because of DAD. Both Amiibo try to fly back onto the stage. It is 77-84 as Thanatos goes for the forward throw. 91-84. Forward air is going to miss. Down air will be the weak hit. Vengeance should have half aura, and he gets a KO right there. It's going to be Mementos coming out right now. 2 versus 3. Forward smash going to be paired right there. 101-16 as side B. Mementos at 34. It's going to be a neutral B here, which is going to make it a 1 versus 3 for Galzo. Gongalzo has won his fair share of 1 versus 2 so far this regular season for Miami, but he has yet to win a 1 versus 3. It's 6-88, as we are going to see. Op Special, 21-88 right now. Gongalzo about 1/3 of the way towards getting Arsene. It's 31-91 right now, as we will see the defending champion with Mementos here. He is going to shield the Aha. He gets a 4 tilt, 42-91, 2/3 of the way towards the first Arsene. Gongalzo will need to get Arsene multiple times if he wants to come back and win this for Miami, but a 4th match right there is gonna shut things down. The Ditto Burritos have won 4 games in a row, as they're gonna win this one 5-2. And that 5-2 victory is going to be huge for the Ditto Burritos, especially given their differential is only at -1 right now. So a +3 swing will put them at +2 in the differential with 4 rounds remaining to the regular season. Your defending champion Ditto Burritos have never missed the playoffs in franchise history, as both Mii fighters get 2 KOs each. Thanatos, 1 as well. Only Nyquillia and Vengeance can get a KO against this Ditto Burritos roster. Miami is going to fall down to 6-8. This is Miami's 3rd year in existence, and Miami has never made it to the playoffs so far. We'll see what they do here in the next 4 rounds, but the last 4 games for Miami is going to be all at home. So thank you, Miami, for your 5-6 game road trip. We appreciate the road trip, all that. Enjoy your last 4 games at home, whether you make it to the playoffs or not. As for the Ditto Burritos, they could potentially be in a playoff slot now with this win, but in the next round, round 15, it's going to be them at Toronto. But coming up next, the team the Ditto Burritos defeated in the previous round, they had a 7-game win streak. They are going to face off against a dysfunctional Amiibo Engage right now. It's going to be Amiibo Engage versus the Dullin Kings. Alright, Dullin Kings, another home game. So, when Joe chooses the song, the Dullin Kings lose. So what if I choose a song this time? I'm going to choose a song. Let's see. What do we want? I say we go for... You know what? You know who hasn't had a hat trick in forever? Aerith. Yeah. Alright. So let's see. Let's load that roster for Amiibo Engage real quick, as Amiibo Engage has allowed their opponent to get a hat trick in back-to-back games at the same time. Amiibo Engage, one of their Amiibo, has also gotten a hat trick. Psylocke, Dr. Crockpot, Reigenleaf have all vanished from the roster, as Mercury, Citron, they are making sure this team does not suffer big blowout losses with garbage time hat tricks. We'll see if those hat tricks can amount to something here against the Dullin Kings, but the Kings are trying to get a bounce back win themselves. We're gonna see, oh hell no, in the leadoff capacity. So, the actual nickname of that Ganondorf is much harsher. He's been on our live streams before, but we decided to change the nickname to something still not as intense. But we are going to see Faerghus in that 2nd slot, acquired in a trade from the Floppy Flamers by the trade deadline. Slot number 3 for the Dullin Kings will be Nightmare's King Deity Rice. He leads the team right now with 15 KOs, on pace to have a career best season. He has been shut down in the last 2 games, including one where he was used in leadoff capacity. But slot number 4, I want to see if maybe she gets a little song boost right here. Sorry for experimenting on your team, by the way, Joe. I know you're in a big important playoff race right now with the Chaos Corp, but we're going to see Aerith in the 4th slot for the Dullin Kings. Fit in finally is going to be their closer. We are going to see the other trade acquisition, Valorex, in slot number 5. So let's find that Valorex real quick. Where is he? He was acquired in a trade from the Novas, who spent all the way from Season 3 over there. Valorex's career trajectory has been Season 1, Season 2, with Veridog's team, got traded by the deadline to the Novas in Season 3, helped the Novas get some strong rosters, including a championship. So Season 3, 4, 5, and 6 until the trade deadline. So Valorex on his 3rd career team. Not sure if he might be a first ballot Hall of Famer, if other links such as Phipps and others might be able to get that first ballot instead, but alright, it's gonna be Psylocke, Dr. Crockpot, Reigenleaf, Citron, and Mercury versus, oh hell no, Faerghus, Rice, Aerith, and Valorex. The Dullin Kings, before their loss, won 7 in a row. Amiibo Engage has currently lost 3 in a row. Let's see if anyone on the top half of Amiibo Engage wants to score a point today. Psylocke, Crockpot, Reigenleaf have all vanished recently, as Psylocke will be the leadoff against oh hell no, making his debut in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Oh, hell no! This Ganondorf was originally part of the Season 5 draft class selected by JG Wentworth, but because Joe and his Amiibo were suspended for the season, he did not play at all. The JG Wentworth did not decide to keep him on the roster for Season number 6, so he went on waivers, and he was recently picked up in recent rounds after the Dublin Kings traded some assets away. It is 6-7 to 24. We are going to see a 4th throw here, 85 to 24, and this Ganondorf does try to chase off stage, 85 to 32, as we will see up tilt, up special, a little bit of combo here from the Bayonetta, but the neutral air is gonna miss. Jab, 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 getting some damage. 6-7, down special, 106-76, as we're gonna see, oh hell no, Dorial's gonna miss right there, 106-97, 106 each between the two. As we wait, we will see back throw, 119 to 106, and it's gonna be neutral air, 119 to 105, 119, 120, and a 4th throw here from the Psylocke is gonna result in a KO. So somebody will get a top half KO for Amiibo Engage, but the top half is the big issue right now for this roster. 127 to 41 as it is going to be jab, jab, jab being shielded. Failnaught already at 47 as he is going to come back onto the stage. Side B interrupted by another jab, 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 and Failnaught off stage at 60. He's going to fall short. Psylocke has 2 KOs against the Dublin Kings as Amiibo Engage desperately needs a bounce back win to get in their playoff race. Rice with a KO, his 16th of the regular season. Dr. Crockpot will come out now. It's a charged down smash into down tilt into a forward smash. The forward smash will miss actually, but that's going to be 27 onto Crockpot as he tries to go off stage and he's going to self-destruct. So Reigenleaf will come out right now as Rice will be credited with that KO right there. It is 8 to 86 as that is going to be Rice's 17th of the regular season now. 36 to 93, forward smash being parried, up tilt, up air. Reigenleaf had been KO'd at 0% by Lil Nas X in the last round for Miami. It's going to be 81 to 93 as we are going to see up air, back air, 81 to 118. Could Rice possibly get a hat trick here for the Dublin Kings? Back air, he's off stage at 131 and the Crom will come back onto the stage. He goes high, Crom does not. He will get the up smash actually. It's going to be 96 to 0 as here comes Aerith for the Dublin Kings. Down throw, no up air from her though. It's 109 to 20 as it is going to be up next. A forward smash. Reigenleaf at 131. He's going to go off stage and he will not catch Aerith. Instead, he will catch the ledge. It's 131 to 20 as this forward smash is going to make it a 2 versus 2. But here comes the strong half of Amiibo Engage's roster recently. Citron coming off a hat trick against Miami in their loss. It is 0 to 42 as we are going to see down throw, up air. Aerith already at 68, but a forward smash. Citron up throw. It's going to be back air from Citron in retaliation. 30 to 88 as it's going to be Aerith waiting. Aerith missing the grab. It is 29 to 106 as Aerith is going to wait and go for forward smash instead of up smash there. Interesting move from the Zelda as we see up air 50 to 123. After the arc fire misses, Levin Sword has expired. It is 6-7 to 123 as Aerith getting some tip damage for the up B. It is 74 to 23 as forward smash misses. That one gets shielded. Shield again. Do we see Aerith challenge again? She will get another forward smash. It won't be able to KO quite yet. It is 92 to 123 as we do see Aerith slowly but surely racking damage against this Robin. It is 97 to 137. Both will be able to come back onto the stage. It's going to be Thunder into the dash attack, and Valorex is going to have himself a 1 versus 2 for the Kings. Back throw, Valorex at 12. Levin Sword is going to be restored for this Robin here. Actually, no, that was not the Levin Sword. That was a down special being restored. Levin Sword is about to run now, actually, but it doesn't matter. Valorex is going to make it a 1 versus 1, and Mercury comes out. She had hat trick 2 rounds ago for Amiibo Engage, and also their loss. It's going to be 25 to 52. Amiibo Engage is trying to avoid losing 4 in a row, falling down to 6 and 8. The Dublin Kings are trying to catch up with the Chaos Corp for a potential first round bye in the playoffs. It's going to be 40 to 94. We will see neutral air, dash attack missing. Forward smash from Valorex will put Mercury off stage. Forward air is going to miss right there. It is 60 to 99. Forward air going to make it 82 to 99 as we see Valorex with the forward air, and the Dublin Kings will get a bounce back win. They are the second team in the league to clinch a winning record as they take this one 5 to 4. Even though Psylocke does appear with 2 KOs, Dragonleaf gets 1 KO of his own, they are not enough to stop the bottom half of the Dullen Kings roster as Rice produces 2, Valorex wins the 1 versus 2, and Aerith gets 1 in the victory. The Dullen Kings are the second team in the league to clinch a winning record as they are now 10-4. Yeah, probably should have mentioned which teams can clinch winning records today. KBs already have a winning record. In fact, they can possibly clinch a bye. Sorry, not a bye, but a berth in the playoffs. We already mentioned that. But let's see. Up next, the Chaos Corp. They can also clinch a winning record if they can defeat Buffalo. But on top of things, in the Western Conference, the Bad Opinion Tellers, 9-4 right now, suffered a loss to the Time Zone Squad. If they can defeat Carbon Show's team in the next round, keep in mind, Sauce Ultra remains white hot. The Bots can also clinch a winning record in the Western Conference. But alright. History could potentially be made. Stay tuned. Penumbra of the Chaos Corp enters this round with back-to-back hat tricks. Can she make it 3 in a row? Find out after the break, as we're going to see Buffalo at the Chaos Corp, followed by Ottawa at the KBs. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1AM channel. Stay tuned for more. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I was never recording. Okay. Forgot to record the first 2 games, at least remember here. And we have the YouTube VOD anyways. We'll see you in a minute.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the third and fourth matches of the night, we will remain in the Eastern Conference as we have history that could potentially be made here. So Buffalo, in their last round, we saw the Farm with a 1 vs 3 comeback against Ottawa. It is the Job, I Don't Love You, Voyager, Pixar Mom, and the Farm as they currently hold a 6-7 record, occupying the number 6 seed in the East. But the Chaos Corp entering this round, they are in a race with the Dublin Kings for that number 2 slot. It's going to be Knapsack, Malpractice, Penumbra, Nachos, and Nightmare Sword as Penumbra. She has had hat tricks in back-to-back games in their wins against the Time Zone Squad and Michael. Can Penumbra make it 3 in a row, become the first Amiibo in history to do so? The last time we saw an Amiibo get this close was Farmed back in Season 4 when he won the MVP. It was a 3-3, but unfortunately the third game was only 1 KO from the Farm. However, Farmed would bounce back and get a hat trick in the game afterwards, so it was 3-3-1-3 from Farmed from Detroit, not to be confused with the Farm. Let's get started. Bit of an interesting decision for Buffalo to keep the Job and the Leeya slot instead, trying to go gamble on the Pikmin auction. So no Pikmin auction here unless Knapsack does get 2 KOs. The leadoffs are the Job versus Knapsack, but ladies and gentlemen, will history be made tonight? Laser from the Job will be the first damage. Laser again, gonna be 10% onto this Olimar, 31 onto Knapsack, 0 to 50 as Knapsack is trying to emerge as one of the best leadoffs in the Eastern Conference, trying to get an All-Star bid as well. Only the top 2 leadoffs in the East Conference will make it to the All-Star game. It is 37 to 76 as we're gonna see Knapsack already at this high percent. It's gonna be off smash, out of parry, 94 into Knapsack now, 51 to 94, but we see Knapsack try to go off stage, 51 to 96, 59-96, down air, weak hit, Knapsack off stage as we see the Job. He will opt to stay onto stage. Actually, no, he's still off stage. Both of them come back on. It is 68 to 108, but a forward throw here will send Knapsack off stage. It is 68 to 119 as the Job coming on. Knapsack hit by the neutral air. It is 68 to 133, and we will see yellow Pikmin, blue Pikmin, forward smash from the purple, and that's going to be 101 onto the Job. 101, 107 to 42. Knapsack coming back on, and we will see here it's going to be the Job punished with an up smash. 121 to 142. The Job remains alive. 121 to 150 as we see laser, but a down air from Knapsack makes it 139 157 as this is gonna be a leadoff win for Knapsack. So Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You, is going to come out right now for Buffalo. It's going to be down air from Knapsack, but 4-tilt will get rid of him. So Malpractice comes out now. It is 15 to 0, 15 to 12 as we see the Dr. Mario, 15 to 24. This King Deity has been solid since being elevated to the active roster this season. It is 41, 54 to 35 as we are going to see forward tilt here, 54 to 45. It's going to be down smash not landing from I Don't Love You, 68 to 60 as I Don't Love You comes on. The King Deity with the forward tilt. Malpractice is going to be off stage. Gordo will be deflected, but that is going to be Gordo damage there as Malpractice doesn't seem to mind. He gets some damage on the I Don't Love You. It's 115 to 69, and that's going to be a KO from the Dr. Mario. Voyager comes out now, forward smash. That will be enough to get rid of Malpractice as he falls short. So, no Amiibo in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history has ever had 3 hat tricks in a row. Penumbra comes here with the opportunity as she's going to take some damage against Voyager now. 24 to 47. Neutral B, that's going to deflect the arrow from the Pikmin. It's 24 to 56 as we see her being out damaged by this Olimar here. Down throw, side B, 56 to 22 as she will not go for an up smash, rather down tilt. Up smash interrupted. It's going to be here, out of shield, down tilt, forward air misses. 71 to 78. It's going to be side special being shielded as we see down tilt. 80 to 89. Olimar seems to be giving Penumbra some trouble here in the long range game. 80 to 120 as this is going to be out of parry. That's going to be KO number 8. KO number 7 actually. She's 2 away. Can she do it? The Farmed was here at this point just 2 seasons ago. It is 0 to 156 as Pixar Mom is out for Buffalo. We see side B, and that's going to end it. We will not see 3 hat tricks in a row as Nacho, temporarily the default color, comes out for the Chaos Corp. It is 30 to 16. Of course, Nachos, the Chaos Corp, they still have a game to win here against Buffalo, so let's commentate the rest of this as a close match now. It is 79-28 as we are going to see 79-37, 79-44, 88-44 as Pixar Mom already at 90, 98. Up air is going to hit just barely near the end. Nachos tries to chase, but ultimately not high enough. It is 105-65 as Nachos coming back on right now, taking another jab, jab, jab. Mithra, that's going to be up smash, and the farm is going to have a 1 versus 2 for Buffalo. The farm also had a hat trick in the previous round in the comeback win against Ottawa. It is 13-114 as we see the farm. He waits, does not get the side B quite yet. 28-114, 42-114, but a forward air is going to send Nachos off stage as he is going to come back to the ledge. 42-144. It's going to be down throw. It's going to be back air. The farm at 71 right now. He's going to come up. It's 71-115. Side B won't get rid of Nachos quite yet. So 71-177 as the farm does try to go for another side B. It will be deflected by a forward air. The farm hit by a forward tilt now. 90. And a Gordo right there will be enough for the Chaos Corp to win it. The Chaos Corp has now won 5 games in a row as they'll win this one 5-3. So even though Penumbra does not get the 3 hat tricks in a row, this game was back and forth as Penumbra now has 7 KOs in the last 3 rounds. Nachos with 2 KOs here, including the game winner. So the Chaos Corp becomes the 3rd team in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League to clinch a winning record. It's going to be a very tough dogfight between them and the Dublin Kings for one of those first round byes in the playoffs potentially. Let's see if they do face each other here in these last couple of rounds. Let's see. Dublin Kings are at your worst nightmare. Dublin Kings at Boston. Dublin Kings host Buffalo. Dublin Kings in the next round they host the KBs. No, I think they already played each other. Yeah, they would have had to play each other already, I think, unless it was one of those matchups where they don't play each other. Let's see. The Dublin Kings, let's see. No, they lost to the Novas, the Chaos Corp beat the Novas, and then Ditto Chaos Corp, let's see. That's all cross-conference. That is not going to be any cross-conference games in there. Let's see. Trying to figure out if these two teams have played each other or not, or if they don't this season. It's going to be, let's see, Miami played Chaos Corp, Dublin Kings played Ottawa, Buffalo. No, I don't think the Dublin Kings or the Chaos Corp play each other this regular season. That's going to be one of those matchups as even those 14 teams in the conference, you play only 12 opponents, meaning there's that one guy you don't play. And it just happens to be the Dublin Kings and the Chaos Corp for their specific matchups. So, coming up next, we do have another game coming up. The KBs can become the first team of the season to clinch a playoff berth. All they need to do is defeat Ottawa. Alright, so let's see. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Actually, I do have something to announce real quick. All the Chaos Corp needed was a win or 2 losses from Buffalo, Amiibo Engage, or Toronto. Buffalo just lost, Amiibo Engage just lost. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a team already clinching a playoff slot. The KBs will be the first team to make it to the Season 6 playoffs. They are your home team here in this match. So let's get to Unova Omega form real quick. But congratulations to the KBs. They are in the playoffs even if they lose this game right here and lose out for the rest of the regular season. For Ottawa, though, they have now lost 5 in a row, most recently blowing a 1 versus 3 scenario against the farm from Buffalo. It's going to be Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and Mythos. The roster once more for Ottawa here. This will be Mythos' second start of season number 6. But congratulations to the KBs. They do have a spot in the postseason no matter what happens to the rest of this round. So even if they win here, it doesn't matter. If they lose here, it doesn't matter. But ideally, the KBs want to get some distance over the Chaos Corp and Dublin Kings for the number 1 seed. It's Madam M, Criminal, slot number 3. We are going to see Throat Goat, as Criminal Throat Goat has emerged into the best 1-2 duo in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Both of them enter this round with 18 KOs. Both of them are in contention for the MVP. KB's Banjo-Kazooie, Lumberjack, ever since being brought here to the roster, a huge elevation for this KB squad that was already doing strong as a replacement from Talk is Cheap, just excelling for the KBs. Let's find Amiibo number 4 real quick. That's going to be Lumberjack as soon as I remember how the alphabet actually works. J, 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 K. Here we go. I remembered how the alphabet works. Lumberjack will be slot number 4 for the KBs. They were a league best 11 and 2. But if they want to compete for potential history, have the best regular season ever in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, they need to win a few more games to get that magical 15th win that no team has ever achieved. Soy Sauce's link last stream, first overall pick in the draft. He is going to be the closer once more, so let's find him real quick. Alright, let me load him real quick, and congratulations to the KBs. Even if they do lose this match right here, they have already clinched a spot into the Season 6 postseason. It's going to be Ottawa versus the KBs, as Ottawa occupying the number 5 seed right now. They are trying to avoid another loss here, making it 6 in a row. We will see Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and Mythos versus Madam Am, Criminal, Throat Goat, Lumberjack, and Last Stream. Criminal, Throat Goat, the best duo in the league, 36 combined KOs. We have not seen these types of duos in a while. But Taste, Madam Am are gonna be your leadoffs. Even with the KBs knowing that they have already clinched a postseason slot, they are not going to put their foot off the gas. It is 0 to 57 already as we see Madam M take some damage. She's going to wait for Taste to come back on as it is going to be 27 to 57. Up air, that's 2 up air so far. We see neutral air instead, 45 to 57, and all that damage will be answered back with 73 unanswered, making 92 unanswered from Madam M. 92 to 57 out of parry. No, it's going to be a jab from the Ganondorf, but dash attack will make it 103 to 71. Side B is going to make 103.86, but we see forward smash being parried again into the down smash from Taste. So Criminal comes out now. He has an easy opportunity to get his 19th of the regular season here. 103 to 35 as this. King Dedede already having a career best season. 103 to 65, but an off smash here. Criminal, he's going to be 0 to deathed. That was a 0 to death from Taste, whose team has lost 5 in a row. It's 114 to 36 as Throat Goat is going to shut down Taste, but the KBs are down against Ottawa here. Sauron is going to come out now. It is 0 to 47 as we will wait and see. 10, 12, 15 to 47. We are going to see Throat Goat with a forward smash. Throat Goat tries to go for the down air there against Sauron. 27 to 47 as Throat Goat. Criminal did get shut down in this game to 0 KOs, so it's going to have to come down to Throat Goat or one of the later Amiibo to get some more KOs here. 58 each between these two. 58 as we see forward tilt being parried, forward smash being shielded, forward tilt here from Sauron. It is 58. Pick blue pigment damage is going to send Sauron to 76 even after the up tilt. 76 to 82 as we do see up smash missing right there. This one is going to land. 76 to 95 as up smash is going to trigger Sauron's wing at 90%, and that's going to be some white pigment damage onto here as Throat Goat misses the up smash right there. 118 to 109. More white pigment damage being dealt onto Sauron. It's 137 to 120 as that is going to be a blue fireball which will KO. So the top 3 roster for this KB's team has been reduced to only 1 KO as Ottawa does have a 4-2 lead. It's going to be 3-2 now, so Lumberjack is going to need a shine, but they are facing Papaya now, another favorite towards the MVP race. He has 18 KOs entering this round. It's going to be 33 to 57 as Papaya is going to come up right now. Ottawa has lost their last 5 in a row. They are 1 game under 500, but with a win here, they would be able to go up to 7-7 as it's 73 to 57. The KBs currently have a 4-game win streak as it is 73 to 76. Lumberjack coming on right now. 73-76. We see a down smash. Lumberjack, he's going to need to use a feather here if he wants to come back on, and he does use that first feather. It is 75. 82 to 92 as jab, jab, jab will miss right there. Back throw, Lumberjack at 105, 82 to 105 as we are going to see up smash. Papaya at 110. Will Papaya be shut down as well? He gets that up throw to shut down feather number 2. Back throw, 126 to 124 as Lumberjack waiting for the eggs. He will get it back throw here, and that is going to reduce Papaya to 0 KOs. Lumberjack has 2 KOs here for the KB so far. It's going to be 20, feather number 3. Actually, feather number 4 did not come out, so it's actually going to be 3 feathers remaining instead of 2, to 27 to 160, as Lumberjack will be caught by the up air right there, and Last Dream is going to have a 1 versus 2 for the KBs. Can the KBs continue to get their league best record 12-2, or will Ottawa be able to get a bounce back win here? 92-0, 112. Seraphim at 113 right now. Forward air, 114. Forward air, up smash is gonna miss. 127-32 as we will see up smash, and this is gonna be a 1 versus 1. Ottawa has currently lost 5 games in a row. Last string going to be at 88% as we saw that big fireball already. 0-104. Mementos is out now for Ottawa. His second game replacing IHOP. It's going to be down throw, up tilt again. Third up tilt is going to miss. 32-115. Up smash will miss right there. We see side B hitting Mementos. 47-115 as last stream. This could be a scary scenario here for Mementos. He gets out with the corner with a fireball. 47-134 as that fireball is going to send last stream off stage. He's going to come back on, and this could be a projectile game as last stream. Off stage again, 47-166. He's gonna come back on, get some chip damage. It's 53-166, and Ottawa is gonna stun the KBs. They snap a 5-game losing streak as they're gonna take this one here 5-4. So it appears that even though the KBs have already clinched a spot in the postseason, they're going to take their foot off the gas early on here in this round 14 match, as Taste gets 2 KOs in the leadoff. Throat Goat was reduced to only 1 KO. Lumberjack got 2 KOs, making a 4 versus 2 into 2 versus 2, but last stream could not get that last KO as the KBs. Their 4-game win streak will be snapped, but even with the loss, the KBs are in the playoffs, so congratulations to them. They're going to fall down to a record of 12-3. So that means the record for most losses in a the record for least losses in a regular season will be preserved to the season 1 time zone squad, 14-2. But of course, if the KBs can win out in their last 4, they can still get the record for most regular season wins at 15. The rest of the roster here, the rest of the schedule for the KBs, we are going to see, let's see. Oh, that's going to be a big one. The KBs play the Dublin Kings in round 15. That's going to be a very big game for them. Then we see the KBs at Novas. We see the KBs, they host Amiibo Engage. But to close off the regular season, the KBs play the Chaos Corp, as that is going to be 2 very important games for the KBs in these last 4 games. They still have yet to play the Dublin Kings and the Chaos Corp. And mind ya, the Dublin Kings and Chaos Corp do not play each other this regular season, so that if those 2 teams do clash, those last 4 games could be important. We'll see if the KBs can avoid dropping a few more, or if they'll remain on the top of the East. Anyways, we're going to go on a small break right now. The KBs, congratulations to them. They are in the postseason even with this loss. We're going to see up next Boston Brawlers at the Novas, followed by Toronto at Michael. Then 1 more game to the East, followed by the Western Conference action. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1AM channel. Stay tuned for more.
Squad strike.
Alright, we're not quite ready to get started yet, as we still need to load the roster for the Novas real quick, but welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, the Novas are one of two teams in Eastern Conference right now. Them, alongside, I do want to say, I think Michael is 4-8, I want to say, or 5-8. Actually, yeah, it is Michael. So both Michael and Novas enter this round with 4-9 records. They can potentially become the first and second teams to clinch losing records in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Let's talk about Boston first, though. Boston, after going on a little bit of a magical run, winning 4 of their last 5, Boston has fallen back to earth with a 4-5-8 record. They've lost back-to-back games, but it's still not too late for Boston to go on a run if they want to do it themselves. But if Boston wants to go on that run, they need to be in a win-now mode. So, it's going to be Cone Zone, Yummers, Phipps, Vin Diesel, and DD Destroyer, as Phipps leads the league entering this round with 19 KOs in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Slot number 3 is going to be Panger's Dr. Mario. It's him for the Novas. But let's go back to talking about Phipps real quick. As you already know, there was the failed trade deal between them and the Timeslots squad, which would have resulted in a link swap. Unfortunately, trade deadline is long gone, so we'll see if Boston does decide to keep him or if they do decide to make any moves when the offseason does come. But Mario Dudes' Byleth is going to be in slot number 4. So let's find slot 4 real quick for the Novas. A+ to me. The Novas were your champions back in Season 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. In Season 5, they started off strong with a 7-2 record, but unfortunately they went down to 2-7 in the second half, 9-9. They did get a playoff series win as they did barely crawl into the playoffs, but things have been a disaster for the Novas here in Season number 6. Mario Dudes' Ganondorf, Steve. The Ganondorf named Steve will be the final Amiibo once we find him real quick. Where is that Ganondorf? Alright, here he is. Mario Dudes Ganondorf Steve. The Ganondorf named Steve. As we have the Boston Brawlers versus the Novas. Coming up next, we will see Toronto at Michael, then one more game afterwards after the second break. That's going to be Your Worst Nightmare versus JG Wentworth for the East. Then some Western Conference action. Part of the reason why the delay took so long real quick is because well, I need to get some more water. And I got a big container with me, so that takes a little while today. Cone Zone versus Diabels are going to be your leadoffs. Both leadoffs so far this season have been below average. It's going to be a forward smash here from Diabels. First damage is the up throw. Back air from the Mario now. 35-13. Forward smash from Diabels. Cone Zone off stage. We see a back air attempted here from Diabels, which does not land, but a forward smash is going to send Diabels to 36. It is 53-46 as Cone Zone attempted a forward smash. This one is going to land this time. 57-65 as Cone Zone going to go for up smash here. 57-92. It's going to be Diabels waiting at 103, off stage, Cone Zone with a down smash, and Cone Zone's going to get the leadoff win here against Diabels, who's having a career worst season as a leadoff. So Meh comes out now for the Novas. They are trying to avoid becoming the first team to clinch a losing record this season. It is 94-48, 99, 102-48, as we are going to see Cone Zone forward smash from Meh, 127-48, and he will come back onto the stage, 127-48 as Cone Zone. He's going to get hit by that down air right there, and Yummers comes out now for Boston. It is 0-48 as side B gets shielded, down smash gets parried, down tilt, but a neutral B is going to put Meh at 70. It's going to be 7-70 right now as we see 25-34-70. Down special sends Meh to 92%. We will see Boston 5-8 record entering this round. 36-92 as back throw will send Yummers off stage. No down air from Meh. He was chasing and he had the right angle. 48-92 as a forward tilt keeps Meh off stage. All he's going to have when he comes back on is one purple Pikmin, but he's off stage again, this time to the right. 48-119. Meh trying to find his way on the ground, but the neutral B is going to shut him down. It's him. Panger's Dr. Mario coming out for the Novas. It's 48-15 as we're going to see neutral B being shielded. Up smash, 48-33. Forward throw, going to make it 61. 68-33 into the forward smash, and it's going to be Phipps coming out now. He can become the first Amiibo in Season 6 to get 20 KOs, and is it going to happen here? It will! Phipps will become the first Amiibo in Season 6 to rack up 20 KOs this regular season. It's going to be 44-0 as A plus to B comes out now. So Phipps having back-to-back 20 KO seasons. His career best was last season with Boston with 23, and he's on pace to shatter that this season. 64-63, 74-63 as we are going to see 88-63 right now. Phipps waiting, coming back onto the stage. Jet forward throw, going to make it 99-63. Phipps coming back on. Can he make it 21 here against A plus to me? She's at 91 as she's back onto the ground. Up B will miss from this byleth here. Boomerang, forward air. Phipps going to be off stage. 116-100 as it's going to be 116-110. And a forwards match is going to miss from A plus to me. 125-121. Can Phipps make it 21? He will not. It's going to be Vin Diesel coming out now. This Ganondorf in recent seasons has regressed from his Season 3 MVP level campaign. It is 51-64-121 as we are going to see 76-121. This Ganondorf being heavily out-damaged by the byleth right now. It is 90-129. It's going to be forwards match, which we'll miss because of DAD, but a forward tilt here, and Vin Diesel, he's going to fall short. So it's going to be a 1 versus 2 for DD Destroyer as the Novas. They have been winning a couple of games in recent memory. It's going to be Steve, the Ganondorf named Steve, coming out for the Novas. The Novas are trying to avoid becoming the first team to clinch a losing record this season. It is 25-33. 25-23 as DD Destroyer coming back onto the stage right now. Up tilt will miss from Steve, the Ganondorf named Steve, as down B gets shielded. Jab, but we see Steve, the Ganondorf named Steve, staying on stage. Up tilt's gonna miss once more. 57-51, 71, and Steve, the Ganondorf named Steve, is gonna fall short. The Boston Brawlers are gonna pick up a win here. They're gonna win this one 5-4. That does mean the Novas become the first team in Season 6 to clinch a losing record as they now fall down to 4-10. Boston will go up to 6-8 as if Boston wants to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, they need to be in win now mode, and that's what they do here. They win now. Boston, their last 4 games toward a regular season, they will play Amiibo Engage, Chaos Corp, Dublin Kings, and then Miami. Oh dear, they still have to play 2 of the top 3 teams in the league. That's gonna be a very fun one. But anyways, the Boston Brawlers 6-8 right now. We'll see if the Boston Brawlers can get some more wins as Phipps does increase his lead in the MVP race. Keep in mind, between Penumbra, Criminal, Throat Goat, and Papaya, Penumbra only got 1, Criminal was shut down, Throat Goat only had 1 KO, and Papaya also only had 1 KO, I believe. No, I think Papaya was shut down for Ottawa. Let me double check real quick in the standings. Let's see, Papaya. No, Papaya was shut down. That is correct. So Papaya remains at 18. So Phipps could comfortably get a lead towards the KO crown for season number 6. All right. 2 games remain for the Eastern Conference before we head over to the West. It's going to be 1 break, 1, then another in the West. So coming up next, we are going to see Toronto versus Michael. Alright, let's see. Toronto versus Michael. Gonna be another home game here for Michael, so gonna be Peach's Castle Omega form. Michael, if they lose here, would become the second team to clinch a losing record. As for Toronto, they had a 5-game win streak going, but it was snapped in the previous round when Toronto bumped into the KBs. We are going to see Flazer Draw, Silly, Nezuko as the first 3. Slot number 4, it's going to be Mordes, with the closer once again being Luckman's Link Sigurd. Sorry, not Luckman's Link Sigurd. Luckman's Link is Sidon, who is plays for the Timeslots squad. This is Razor Force's Link Sigurd. As for their opponent, Michael, Paragon has been warming up in the leadoff capacity recently. He was able to effectively shut down Knapsack in the previous round's loss to the Chaos Corp, but he does get the personal accolade of a leadoff win. Even leadoffs are kind of like pitchers in baseball, but unlike pitchers, a win is determined by individual merit, not by team effort. Just take a look at Dave Steve in the 80s. We are going to see, let's see. What is it? Yeah, Michael, this is their team. Michael, let's find the rest of their roster real quick as, alright, White Cheese's King Deity Terrence. He was pretty solid during the start of the regular season, but so far he has been cooling down as of late as more and more teams are starting to figure out his up special antics. Can Toronto figure it out though? We'll see, because I think Nezuko might be able to chase with those up airs. Mordes could chase with up airs too, so it might be another tough matchup here for Terrence. Fourth Amiibo, gonna be Joe Slink No Mouth. So let's find that link real quick. Where is he? No Mouth. Alrighty. Fifth and finally for Michael, it is going to be none other than the Piranha Plant, Tommy. So let's go to Tommy real quick. Where is he? Here he is, if I can find him real quick. Drew's Piranha Plant. And alrighty. So Michael, in their inaugural season, is trying to avoid clinching a losing record. They would need a win now in order to avoid doing so, and even if they do, all they would be is mid with a 9-9 record. However, sitting here at 4-9, they're going to be hosting Toronto, who has won 5 of their last 6. Their most recent loss was last round, as they had a 5-game win streak snapped. It is Blazer Draw, Silly, Nezuko, Mordes, and Sigurd versus Paragon, Yusiso, Terrence, No Mouth, and Tommy. This is Nezuko's 4th season here with Toronto. She spent the first 2 of her career with the timeslots squad, including her inaugural season where she won the MVP, but Nezuko is having her career best season since winning that MVP. Your leadoffs are Blazer Draw versus Paragon. Side B, it's going to be Blazer Draw with some of the first damage here into the up smash. Up air will miss, down air, and that's going to be Paragon already at 70 unanswered damage. Finally responded with the up smash as Charizard comes out now for Blazer Draw, so it's going to be harder for Paragon to get a leadoff win here. 20 to 85, Charizard come back onto the stage. We see down throw, forward air missing, down tilt, Flare Blitz interrupted by a forward smash. Charizard is off stage, so he will not switch to Squirtle, but down tilt, up tilt, and that's still going to be Charizard out now. Never mind, it's going to be Squirtle being swapped into, as Charizard was struggling against the Violet. Squirtle with the up smash into a manual switch to Ivysaur, and one more offstage maneuver. No, it's gotta be the up smash, and Blazer Draw gets a leadoff win. And Blazer Draw off stage will remain into Ivysaur. Fourth match is going to be parried into the Doria. Yusiso, second overall pick, will get a revenge KO there as Silly, the Season 2 MVP, comes out now. Toronto with a 6-7 record. They are trying to compete with the likes of the Ditto, Burritos, and Ottawa, who got wins earlier today. We saw losses from Amiibo Engage and Miami, as well as Buffalo. It is 16-50 right now, as we will see Silly, side B's, getting some chip damage onto Yusiso there, but a down air will make it 40-57, 40-69 after the up throw up air, 40-73 with this jab, 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 85 for Yusiso now, as side B does miss from Silly, remaining the Pyra. Jab, jab, jab. Forward smash will miss right there. It's going to be side B here. 40-126 as we see side B again. Yusiso, will he be pushed off stage enough to not come back? He will come to the ledge this time. Up B will miss from Silly. Side B, vulnerable. She's going to be able to get the sword to come back on. It is 54-150 as we see the up tilt. So Terrence comes out now for Michael. It's going to be 54-0. Can Silly solve the issue of Terrence's up B antics? It is 54-27 as Mithra comes in right now. It's going to be up air, punishing him for going high, and that one is going to miss all right entirely. It is 69-47 as neutral B is going to send Terrence off stage, and Silly tried to actually chase the King Deity off stage. Down smash, 84-76. We see Terrence come back on right now, 97-79 as Silly with the Mithra has been able to outdamage Terrence, able to punish him in the parts where he is vulnerable from the up Bs. 109-88. Silly jumps again, getting a forward air which does miss. 109-88 as Pyra comes out now with a neutral air. 109-110, and that up B is gonna get rid of Silly. So Nezuko will come out right now. She goes away with the invulnerability, hit by a forward tilt, and that's gonna be no punish there. Instead, it's gonna be 13-100 as Nezuko seems to not be figuring out the equation quite yet early on. 13-105. She wants to roll away when the optimal solution would be here to go for the up air. It is 25-35 to 123. So Nezuko waiting for Terrence. He's gonna get the up B though, 64 to 123, as Terrence does have 1 KO so far. We saw Nezuko trying to reflect, but she does get a shield into the back throw, 64 to 140. Nezuko goes off stage, down air will miss right there. That one is gonna miss as well, 73 to 141. Both Amiibo off stage, both Amiibo trying to come back on as we see Terrence up airs again, 78 to 141. Off stage for Terrence. Will he be chased by an up air here? He will not, but it's gonna be no punish from Nezuko there, 79 to 150. We see Nezuko struggling against a King Deity. It's a 3 versus 3 as we see up B, and that's gonna get rid of Nezuko here. Terrence has 2 KOs for Michael before Mordes gets the revenge. So it's going to be 31-0. No Mouth is going to be temporarily swapped over to the next color over, as both links do use that same navy blue no hat alternate. So No Mouth normally with no hat will have hat today. So No Mouth, yes hat, 55 to 57, as both of them do have swords. It is 63 to 70. 63-80, No Mouth waiting, trying to come back onto the stage. 63 to 80 is No Mouth. That's going to be forward smash here. Mordes will be off stage. 85 to 81 is Toronto trying to catch up in the Eastern Conference playoff race. It is 94 to 81. We will see Mordes coming back on here. We shall see back throw. 94 to 91 is No Mouth is going to come onto the stage. 105 to 91. Down B being parried into the down smash, and Sigurd is going to have the 1 versus 2. It is 0 to 117 right now. We see Boomerang interrupted, off smash, Sigurd at 27. It's going to be down tilt, the back air, but an up air here from Sigurd is going to be 45 to 144, but the up smash, this is going to be Toronto's link being out damaged here as No Mouth. He is going to come to the stage, 65 to 153, jab, jab, jab here. No Mouth off stage, comes back on at 165, up throw, it's going to be 75 to 165, 82 to 170, 82 to 173. We see the Boomerang, 94 to 176, as this up smash here, Michael will not clinch a losing record. They're gonna win this one here, 5 to 4. My apologies, this is actually a 5-3 victory for Michael, as they will not become the second team to clinch a losing record. Toronto is gonna drop back-to-back games, as we do see Flazer draw, Silly, Mordes getting KOs here, but Terrence and No Mouth combining for 2 each. That's what does it here for Michael, as they will pick up their 5th win of the regular season. Alright. For a team like Your Worst Nightmare, this is something you do want to see, as Your Worst Nightmare did hang up the white flag. They're going to be trying to tank for a better draft position in the Season 7 draft, but we're going to see them coming up next after the break, as they are on the road against JG Wentworth. JG Wentworth, if they can rack up some wins, they can comfortably get their way into a playoff slot, but I'm not sure how late it is regarding a potential bye, given that the Dublin Kings, Chaos Corp, they just can't stop losing. Sorry, not losing, they just can't stop winning. I am forgetting how the English language works today. That is very not good, especially for a guy who only knows the language of English. So, when we come back, we are going to see Your Worst Nightmare versus JG Wentworth. Then, we'll talk about the Western Conference, as the West will get started with a big one between the Dark League and the 456 Squadron. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1EM channel. Stay tuned for more.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the last game in the Eastern Conference tonight, we will see Your Worst Nightmare versus JG Wentworth. So, Your Worst Nightmare has thrown in the towel for the regular season, 5-8 record right now. With that win from Michael though, a loss here, and they could be competing towards near the very bottom of the East in terms of the draft standings, of course. The draft order is based off the entire league, so they also need to monitor some of those teams near the bottom of the West. But we are going to see Zerby, the Dark Pit, josephzilla, Colonist, and Ica versus Pantwan, Channing Tatum, Nightmare, Slime God, and Raikou. This is a JG Wentworth team that changed around 2 of their starters in the offseason, which they lost because the trainer did not renew. We saw Slime God moved up from slot 5 to slot 4. Raikou, who was signed last season, she's going to be the closer once more. And Nightmare's Mewtwo Nightmare having a career best season. 15 KOs and counting for this Mewtwo, who had not gotten major play time since season 3. But your leadoffs are Zerby versus Pantwan, as Pantwan is trying to compete with Ditto for the Eastern Conference's best Mii Sword Fighter leadoff. I think the race for the East's best leadoff right now is between Pantwan, Ditto, and Knapsack. That's going to be 70 damage already from Zerby on the Pantwan here, as because of the texturing, the dirt is going to be treated to look like ice, but it's not going to be slippery like ice. It is 24, 37 to 70. I believe this is the first time any Steve, Alex, Minecraft, or Enderman Zombie Amiibo are going to be playing here on this icy stage. It is 73 to 83. Of course, keep in mind, it is only for visual purposes only, as that is going to be Stone Tools crafted. 84 to 100. Zerby with a weird angle, able to come straight to the ledge. It is 96 to 100, as that is going to be a 4th throw here. Pantwan's going to be off stage, and we see the TNT in play, which is gonna KO. Zerby will get the leadoff win against one of the best leadoffs in the conference. It's going to be Channing Tatum coming out right now with a Shoryuken. So it's going to be 4 versus 4, as the Dark Pit will come out right now. We see 24, 33 to 0 as the Dark Pit coming onto the stage. 42 to 15. We wait, we see up smash, Tatum at 33, 50, 59 to 43 as Tatum gets the forward smash. 79 to 43 right now as Tatum, Shoryuken catching the Dark Pit off stage. Can he take down the Devil? It is 99 to 43, as we are going to see that no Shoryuken there. Forward smash, Tatum off stage as he does try to get chased. 99 to 62, 99 to 76, and it's going to be neutral air, and it's going to be a forward air. So Tatum is going to be shut down there. It's going to be Nightmare's Mewtwo Nightmare coming out against Your Worst Nightmare. 114 to 0 right now, as Nightmare coming out right now. Forward tilt, 127. Back here, this Dark Pit is still going to be alive at 143 right now, as this is going to be the forward tilt, beating the Devil out of the team. josephzilla comes out now for Your Worst Nightmare in a 3 versus 3, as Nightmare's career best season continues with 16 KOs and counting. It is 20 to 74 as a Ganondorf forward tilt from the Mewtwo into neutral air. Not enough to get rid of the Ganondorf quite yet, but some interesting moves right here, as we are going to see down smash. 71 to 75. josephzilla coming back onto the stage. 71 to 88. It's going to be forward throw here, interrupting an up smash, but a down air is going to make it a 3 versus 2. Slime God's come out right now. This game has been back and forth with Your Worst Nightmare in the lead, and with the tank roster, they are currently ahead. We see up tilt, 132, 143 to 29 as Slime God. He gets a forward tilt there. josephzilla is going to be at 159. We see bang, missing, but the forward tilt is going to make this a 2 versus 2. Colonist will come out right now, as we are going to see forward tilt, 13 to 40. It's going to be forward smash, down, get up attack. It's going to be Fireball hitting Colonist, as we see the Psych Up available into, do we see Sizz? No Sizz. Instead, it is going to be up tilt, putting Colonist at 58. Psych Up is the one use, as we see Flame Slash right there. 79 to 51. Slime God using his magic spells here against Your Worst Nightmare. It's 96 to 51, as we will see up tilt. 108, 119, 121 to 51, as this is going to be jab, jab, jab. Colonist off stage. Slime God waiting, tries to go for a down smash. He will land a down smash, and Ica is gonna have a 1 versus 2. and oomph will be available. Kaboom! 57 already as we see a bunch of magic consumed by Slime God here. It's going to be 57 to 51 as forward tilt. Slime God already has 2 KOs in this game. Can he make it a hat trick? Ica at 82 as we are going to see forward tilt being shielded. Down smash. Slime God off stage. And the forward air is going to make it a 1 versus 1. Ica misses the grab. It's going to be Raikou coming on right now for JG Wentworth. They have been having too many close wins, and this could potentially be another one of them. It is 90 to 22 as Raikou forward smash right there. It's going to be charged, but it's not going to be the tipper. It's 110 to 45 as we are going to see forward air right there, and JG Wentworth will pick up another win here. They are 9-5 as they take this one 5 to 4. So this team could be on pace to get yet another postseason berth, as this was going to be back and forth until Slime God turns it around with 2 KOs and ultimately becomes a 5-4 win for the home team. As for your worst nightmare, they're going to fall down to 5-9, so both teams having opposite records, 5-9 versus 9-5. Your worst nightmare can clinch their first losing record since season 3 with another loss in the next round, as your worst nightmare will be facing off against Ottawa. Alright, coming up next, disconnected real quick. Alright, I think it disconnected real quick. OBS, can y'all hear me? I should be back. Let's see. Hello. Hopefully we did not miss any game action, nothing like that. Probably just a little buffer on the stream, all that. Anyways, the Western Conference. Let's get to talking about the Western Conference real quick. We will see coming up first, the Dark League versus the 456 Squadron. And I'll tell you just in a minute why that's a big one for the West. Alright, so the 456 Squadron, they are the home team here. So, despite the fact that Dark League has lost 3 games in a row, we are still going to see a Dark League on the number 2 seed for the Western Conference. That's because lots of teams near the West had suffered losses in the previous round, as the standings for the Western Conference. Number 1, with a 9-4 record, is the Bad Opinion Tellers. They're going to be playing, let's see, they play after this game Carbon Show's team, as they can become the first team in the West, 14 overall, to get a winning record if they can just defeat that Carbon Show's team. And the Bots, they have never missed the playoffs in franchise history yet, but playoff success, that is where they struggle at right now. With new general manager Duke Fizzle, we'll see how deep they can go this year. At number 2, we already mentioned the Dark League. Even though they have lost 3 games in a row, they still occupy the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, as differential is the difference between them and the 456 Squadron, who currently occupies number 3. Then, both those teams have 8-5 records, by the way, also with an 8-5 record, but only a +2 differential, and that differential could hurt this team, the Time Zone Squad. 8-5 +2, 55 total KOs. We see the Time Zone Squad, they had been losing back-to-back games after a 5-game win streak, but they get a bounce back in the previous round against the Bots. We'll see how that affects things later on deep down in the playoff field, as only 5 rounds remain to the regular season. But coming up third for the 456 Squadron is going to be the AMC Hammer. Unlike the Eastern Conference, where we have a bunch of teams under 500 holding on to playoff slots, the Western Conference has 2 teams, no 3 teams, tied with 7-6 records. So, the Fabled Fairies, who have lost 4 of their last 5 with a 7-6 record, currently occupy the number 5 seed. Then we see Holy Army of Faerghus, as Dimitri has been getting red hot. They occupy the number 6 seed. That means the 7-6 team that is currently out right now would be Detroit, 7-6, but that -1 differential because of their early season losses could be hurting them. However, Detroit has also won 4 games in a row. The 4th Amiibo here coming out for the 456 Squadron is going to be, let's see, I knew I forgot somebody. Yeah, AMC Hammer is supposed to be 4th. Yeah, my bad. I'm still used to last season where it was a Hammer Media Fire, and the other Amiibo, I think it was Grayscale. Anyways, slot number 3, that's going to be half Mario Zelda, actually. That's going to be Starlight. So let's find her real quick. As for the rest of the Western Conference for teams that are currently out of a playoff slot, we will see numbers 8, 9, 10. Those are your 6, 7 teams. Dratini Domain has lost 3 in a row, but they currently occupy number 8. In number 9 right now, the Floppy Flamers. They've won 4 in a row. The Floppy Flamers and Detroit play each other tonight, by the way. So 2 teams with 4-game win streaks are going to clash later on. That's going to be game number, I want to say 9 for tonight. No, game number 10. Then 5 and 8 teams. Tax Fraudulents, they've lost 3 in a row. Carbon Show's team, they won a game in the previous round. I believe they've just been hovering around 500 these last couple of games. Then we'll see 5 and 8 as well. Green Bay, they had won back-to-back games after a 6-game losing streak, but then Green Bay dropped another, losing 7 of their last 9. 14th place for the Western Conference. Last team is the Natsuki Lovers, 4 and 9. They could potentially become the first team in the Western Conference to clinch a losing record. The Natsuki Lovers play second to last as they are on the road against the Holy Army of Faerghus. But let's see. 5th and final amiibo here for the 456 Squadron. We are going to see that Ganondorf real quick. That is going to be MLO 456's Ganondorf Tri-Power. So, just to recap, entering this round, the top 6 teams in the Western Conference are the Bots, the Dark League, the Squadron, the Time Zone, the Fabled Fairies, and the Holy Army. First team out right now would be Detroit with 7 and 6 record alongside Fabled Fairies and Holy Army. Then we see some teams hovering a little bit underneath. 3-6-7s, 3-5-8s, and then the Natsuki Lovers at 4 and 9. Alright. So let's see. The Western Conference games for today, 7 games here in the West. We see the Dark League at the 456 Squadron. After a break, we'll see Bots at Carbon Show Team, Floppy Flavors at Detroit. Another break, it'll be Green Bay Fabled Fairies, Tax Fraudulent versus Timeslots Squad. Then after the final break, Natsuki Lovers Holy Army, followed by Dratini Domain at Mid-Class Nation. Mid-Class Nation will be the final game once again, as that is going to be a clash between 2 teams with 6-7 records. But alright, the big one here in the West tonight, the Dark League, the 456 Squadron. 2 teams trying to play for a first round bye. We have a big one here. Let's get started. Both leadoffs have been struggling as of late. Wetstick has lost back-to-back after winning 4 in a row. Captain Funsize has lost his last 5 in a row, but the 456 Squadron had been dealing with Pikmin auction after auction after auction. The full rosters are Wetstick, Mr. Boss, Sailor Moon, Ice Shock, and Fight Me versus Funsize, Cyber Sand, Starlight, MC Hammer, and Tri-Power. The Dark League has lost their last 3 games in a row, but they currently occupy the number 2 seed. It's going to be 0-46 right now, as we are going to see Wetstick 47-46 already, but that's going to be damage coming back from Funsize now. 37, 49, 58 unanswered. It is 58-65 now, 70-65. This does turn into a back and forth affair now. 70-76. It's going to be 70-85, as we are going to see Funsize with the down air right there. That's going to be his first leadoff win in the last 5 to 6 rounds. Mr. Boss with the revenge KO. Cyber Sand's going to come out right now. Cyber Sands leads the West right now, entering this round with 17 KOs, at 17-49 as Cyber Sands. Could he, the reigning MVP, potentially have a bid for reigning MVP once more? It is 53-49 as we are going to see Down B being parried. 53-66. Cyber Sands getting hit by these forward tilts. That one's going to be shielded this time, but that one does land. Side B, down tilt misses, down smash. Side B again for Mr. Boss into a down tilt, and Cyber Sands is at 138. Make it 63-138, and the up smash. Mr. Boss has 2 KOs as he shuts down the reigning MVP. Starlight will come out now for the 456 Squadron. Mr. Boss already putting 46 onto Starlight. We see down throw, up air. Mr. Boss is going to survive, but not the second one, as Sailor Moon will come out now in a Zelda versus Zelda clash. It is 33-46 as we see forward smash being shielded. That one is going to land from Starlight. Starlight is the white Zelda. Sailor Moon is the blue Zelda. It is 65-83-46 as we see up air. Not quite yet. Forward smash being shielded. This one is going to land. Sailor Moon off stage at 103 as we see Sailor Moon coming back onto the stage. 103-51, and the up smash here from Starlight. She picks up her second KO of the match. It is 0-74 as Ice Shock comes out now for the Dark League. As mentioned for the Dark League, they are on a 3-game losing streak right now. They need to get a bounce back win if they want to be competing for a first round bye in the Western Conference. 45-89, 51-104 as we see down air attempted. Down air is going to miss. Up B, some offstage shenanigans as we do not see an up air punish in a perfect opportunity. Rather, down tilt from Ice Shock here. 59-122. Starlight still trying to come back on as she gets hit by a neutral air. It's going to be a forward throw here, and that will not get rid of Starlight quite yet. 59-147 as the Zelda Leeya down air, up tilt, no up air quite yet. It's going to be 94 to 147 as Starlight is trying to get a hat trick here. Can she do it? She will not. So MC Hammer comes out now, 4 to 400 for the 6 Squadron. Stay still have the percent lead as Ice Shock does have 1 KO so far. It is 94 to 37, 94 to 60 as we see the King Deity being massively out damaged here, but he will make this a 1 versus 2 for Fight Me. So Fight Me, the Meta Knight comes out now, 1 versus 2 for the Dark League as they're trying to avoid losing 4 in a row. That's going to be a back air, forcing the 1 versus 1, but out comes Tri-Power now for the Squadron. It was 0 to 0, 17-16, the Meta Knight. If he can get the right chase off stage, he can snap this losing streak here. It is 17 to 43, and he does just that. That's going to be a win for the Dark League. That Meta Knight versus Ganondorf interaction is so unfair because you know as soon as Meta Knight gets that Ganondorf off stage, he's just gonna chase Ganondorf down and just get that game winner right there. The Dark League, as we see Fight Me with the 1 versus 2 comeback, will snap a 3-game losing streak. It's a 5-4 victory for the Dark League. Mr. Boss with 2 KOs. Fight Me with 2 more, including the game winner. Ice Shot gets 1. Starlight had 2 for the Squadron. Fun Size with that leadoff win. And AMC Hammer also had 1. So the 456 Squadron, they're going to lose back-to-back, falling down to 8 and 6. They are still very much active and alive in this playoff race, as things could get tight. We do see wins from Fairies, Holy Army, and Detroit. But let's see, this could open the window for the Time Zone Squad to pass them, as the Time Zone Squad, they play a struggling Tax Fraudulents later today. The Bad Opinion Tellers, we could see them get ahead as well. But alright, coming up next, it is going to be a small break. Then when we come back from the break, the rest of the Western Conference action. Up next, the Bad Opinion Tellers versus Carbon Show's team, then the Floppy Flamers versus Detroit. We got 2 good ones for you coming up next, so stay tuned on the 1 AM channel where you're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League.
Squad Strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We're going to see matches number 9 and 10 as we have more Western Conference action heating up. The Bad Opinion Tellers occupy the number 1 seed in the West entering this round. We did see the Dark League with a win over the 456 Squadron as those two teams. The one thing they do have over the Bad Opinion Tellers is differential. The bots are only +4 as many of their wins have been coming from the hands of Lego Batman or Abyss Corvettes getting the game winners. But we're going to see Eon's Pal, Miyuki, Yuri, Lego Batman, and Abyss Corvette from the current best in the West, but on the other side, Carbon Show's team. Carl Magnus is going to be the leadoff as these two Amiibo have been slightly struggling these last couple rounds in that category, but one Amiibo that has not been struggling is Sauce Alger. 11 KOs in the last 5 rounds. This Dr. Mario has been heating up to become something red hot. The rest of the roster for Carbon Show's team, 910, Starless, and Bob is Carbon Show's team. 5 and 8 right now, but could they potentially go on a run? They have not been to the playoffs since Season 4. We'll see if they could make the trip back as we are still in West only action now. Make sure you stay tuned after this game because we're going to have a very fun one. 2 teams with 4-game win streaks in the Floppy Flamers and Detroit. They will clash against each other in the match after this. But for now, Bots, Carbon Show's team, Eon's Pal, and Carl Magnus are the leadoffs. Once again, another match for the Bad Opinion Tellers where the opponent has also a King Deity closer. In the last round, it was Tonda from the Time Zone Squad. This time, it's going to be 1AM's King Deity Bob. It's 54-34 as we see 54-41 now. Eon's Pal getting some damage here, 54-56. We see Magnus come back onto the stage, 54-56, 54-61. A forwards match here will send Magnus to 75 as it's going to be a forwards match there, 76-75. Up till make it 87-45, but a forwards match here, sending Magnus off stage. We see Eon's Pal trying to chase, but ultimately he decides to come back onto the stage. He will be sniped by a side B, putting him up 112, and the up tilt will be survived, 125-186, but a full charge side B from Carl Magnus will be the leadoff win from the hero. Miyuki comes out now for the Bad Opinion Tellers. It is 32-97 as Magnus is recharging that mana. It's 32-107. Magnus will come straight to the ledge. 32-107 as we see out of parry a down smash right there. 48-107. It's going to be 58-107 as it's going to be a fireball being missed from Miyuki. Down B from the air. 58-128 as it's going to be up next. Get up attack. 69-128. Fireball, half charge, Miyuki off stage, Magnus will approach, Magnus is going to wait as we see down air. Magnus at 136, he's running low on mana himself as he may or may not be able to afford coming back onto the stage and he's gonna fall short. Carl Magnus ran out of Magna, so he could not come back onto the stage. It's going to be 95, 101, 119-0 as Sauce Alger, the red hot Sauce Alger. 11 KOs in the last 5. Can he make it 12 in the last 6? 139-6 right now. Miyuki hit with a forward tilt, 150-6, and we see Miyuki come back on, and this will be a down smash here, 150-25. Miyuki the rookie opting not to go for a small punish there when Carbon Show's Dr. Mario went high. Sorry, this is Crunchy's Dr. Mario, and that's going to be a KO from Sauce Alger, as now he's going to face Yuri. Yuri having her career best season with 15 KOs so far. 1AM Zelda, she gets the up tilt into the up air. Alger going to be at 96 already, as this is going to be forward smash being shielded. Pill, 6-96, down throw, down air, up throw, up air. Miyuki, sorry, not Miyuki, Yuri, going to be at 59 right now. It's going to be 59-96 as we see. Going to be a down throw into forward air. Yuri at 88%, and we are going to see Sauce Alger. Could he make it 13 in 6? 94-96, 196, as this is going to be a forward smash, and it's a 4-2 lead for Carbon Show's team. The Bad Opinion Tellers have an opportunity to become the first team in the West to clinch a winning record. They did not do so in the previous round against the Time Zone Squad, and here they face Sauce Alger with 2 KOs already. It's 24-131 as Lego Batman with the jab, jab, jab. Sauce Alger is going to be off stage, and this time he will come onto the stage just barely. We see back throw now. Sauce Alger, will he be able to come back on one more time? This time, he will once more. 24 to 152. It is 24-47. Sauce Alger going to wait, but the forward smash is going to shut him down. 9-1-0 comes out now for Carbon Show's team. 47 to 25. 47 each between the two. It's going to be Lego Batman, and Best Corvettes would need combined for 2 KOs each, but that's going to be Lego Batman falling short, and it's going to be a 1 versus 3 for Biz Corvette. Given the differential race they're in right now, given the fact that the 456 Squadron and the Dark League have better differentials, Biz Corvette needs to at least get some garbage time KOs here as Starless will come out now for Carbon Show's team. It is 48 to 13 as we are going to see getting up, coming up, Biz Corvette with a forward air into a down tilt again, 48 to 79. Starless off stage. Gordo is going to hit, it's going to be stuck on the ledge, and this is going to be the Gordo dealing some damage right there. Up B, not going to amount to anything quite yet. Up tilt, Starless at 118, forward tilt, he's got to be off stage, and could this become a 1 versus 1 for the King DD? It won't quite yet, as we see up tilt, and it will be a 1 versus 1 between Biz Corvette and Bob. So Bob still has the opportunity to save it for Carbon Show's team as Biz Corvette is at 93 already. It's going to be 93 to 12, 93 24, 93 29, 101 to 29 as we're going to see forward tilts from opposing King deities. Forward tilt once more, 101 to 38. Gordo, a little bit of spacing mechanic right there. It's going to be 101-38 as we see Parry, forward tilt will land this time from Bob, 105 to 38, 112 to 38 as we see going to be down tilt now, up tilt. Do we see up air from Biz Corvette? No, we see up smash instead into the dash attack being parried, 124 to 83. Biz Corvette goes high and the Gordo being deflected on the Bob. That is big right there. Up tilt. Can she make the comeback? It will not happen as Bob will hang on for Carbon Show's team. They're going to win this one 5 to 4. Biz Corvette at least gets the job of making this a 5 to 4 loss for the Bad Opinion Tellers, but they're going to drop back to back when they've had opportunities to clinch a winning record. Carbon Show's team, they're going to win back-to-back games as we see 2 KOs from Sauce Alger and 1 the game winner from Bob. Carl Magnus had gotten that leadoff win. We see Biz Corvette trying to make a 1 versus 3 and a 1 versus 1, but Yuri was shut down in this match as Sauce Alger gets 2 more to this regular season. So, let me check Sauce Alger's count real quick. Let's see. Sauce Alger. If I were Sauce Alger on Carbon Show's team, how many do I have right now? That's going to bring him up to... That's going to bring Sauce Alger to 16 KOs now in the regular season. Sauce Alger, he could start appearing here on the whiteboard as I have started to write down the leaderboard right now for KOs here. So we will definitely see a bunch of shifts here. Anyways, Sauce Alger, I think his career best season was season 2 when he had 22 KOs, I do want to say, so not quite a career best quite yet. We will see what Carbon Show's team does do as they are 2 games underneath 500. They have doubled their win count from last season from 3 to 6 and with 4 rounds remaining. Let's take a look at them real quick. Carbon Show's team in the next round, they will be hosting the fabled Fairies who have been stalling as of lately. Then they're going to be hosting the Tax Fraudulents who have also struggled in round 17. They are on the road against the Time Zone Squad as that could become a larger game depending on the momentum of Carbon Show's team. But Carbon Show's team in the final round, they are going to be hosting the 456 Squadron. Alright, let me check one little thing real quick. Let's see. We do have one more game coming up next, and it is going to be... Whoa! That is not a real baseball score. Oh. Okay, we're going to talk about sports for a real quick second as we load the roster for the next game. Next game is going to be the Floppy Flamers versus Detroit. 2 teams with 4-game win streaks entering here. But let's talk about sports real quick. So, baseball. Baseball is usually one of those low-scoring games where you don't see too many points scored. You might see like single digit to single digit. Lots of games are going to be like 3-1, 3-2, 2-1, something like that. Gotta sneeze real quick. Anyways, so the Seattle Mariners, they will suffer their 67th loss of the regular season as they are going to lose to the Milwaukee Brewers 22-0. The Brewers just dropped 22 on Seattle tonight. You've got to be kidding me. Anyways, Floppy Flamers versus Detroit. Let's talk about them real quick. Kenjaku is going to be the leadoff. Slot number 2 is going to be Loaded Diaper. Third amiibo for the Floppy Flamers, we are going to see 1010. 1010 Kenjaku acquired in the trade with the Dublin Kings. Slot 4 shall be Mrs. Biden. And 5th and finally, Bong back in closing capacity. On the other side, for their opponent, Detroit. Both the Floppy Flamers and Detroit have each won 4 games in a row entering this round. Professor Help 2-0 in the leadoff capacity, as leadoff had been an issue for Detroit entering this season. It was a leadoff last season as well, an issue. We do see Pancakes, the Season 3 MVP, in that next slot. But alright, the rest of Detroit's roster, let's find that Joker real quick. Love Foolish. He has been a solid piece to this Detroit roster here in Season 6 as Detroit. They want to make it back to the postseason for the first time since Season 4. Season 5 had been an absolute spiral disaster for the team as they just could not hold on to leads. Most infamously, the 1-4 to the Chaos Corp. But in slot 4, we are going to see Farmed. So let's find Farmed real quick. Where is he? If I was Farmed, I would be Joe's Byleth. Let me see. Joe Byleth Farmed. Alrighty. 5th and finally for Detroit, we are going to see the Mii Sword Fighter, who has been getting game winner after game winner for this team, including a 1-3 comeback a couple rounds ago, Detroit. This Mii Sword Fighter has been having a slight rejuvenation to his career, Herobrine. Alright, this is going to be a fun one real quick. Let me get my phone set up real quick so I can actually watch it from this part. So, the Floppy Flamers in Detroit have both won 4 games in a row. They're going to be entering here 4-game win streaks as we have Kenjaku, Loaded Diaper, 1010, Mrs. Biden, and Bong versus Professor Help, Pancakes, Love Foolish, Farmed, and Herobrine. 2 teams enter with 4-game win streaks, but only one can exit with 5 in a row. Who will it be? Let's find out. Detroit currently sits with a 7-6 record, while the Floppy Flamers are 6-7. Kenjaku, Professor Help are going to be your leadoffs. Leadoff had been an issue for the last 2 seasons for Detroit. The Madman was originally thought to be of a savior early on, but he went 2-0 to 2-2, so Professor Help, who was claimed in waivers after the Time Zone Squad had released him, it is going to be 25-65, 47-65. As for the Floppy Flamers, their leadoff addition is also relatively new, Kenjaku. Spent most of his rookie season with the Dublin Kings. He is here in leadoff capacity, and he's going to get that down there right there. Kenjaku with the leadoff win. It's going to be 65-0 as we see Pancakes coming out now. Pancakes is already going to suffer 49 damage for Detroit here. Going to be 78-49 as we see forward smash, 78-58. Back air, Pancakes at 77. We will see up smash, going to be missing right there. We see Pancakes still in the air, neutral air, up tilt. Does he chase with the up air? He will not chase with the up air. Getting hit by a back air, 102-88 right now as we see neutral B into the forward air. Pancakes will get rid of the leadoff here, but Loaded Diaper comes out now for the Floppy Flamers, and he has been pretty solid since being added back to the active roster. Staples of Sephiroth, also a rookie. I believe 4 of the 5 Amiibo playing are either rookies or McCarthy rookies. We see the forward smash shutting down Pancakes as Love Foolish comes out now for Detroit. It is 27-32, 40-29. Love Foolish is going to wait. The Joker halfway towards Arsene already. 57-38 as we see a 4-3 with the Flamers in the lead. 65-38. Love Foolish is going to miss the down smash. Getting hit by a forward tilt 3/4 of the way towards Arsene. 77-50 as we see up tilt from the Sephiroth. Arsene should activate in a minute. 77-64 as that is going to be forward tilt. Wing is going to activate now for Loaded Diaper, and there comes Arsene for this Joker here. So both Amiibo from the DLC have their abilities activated right now. 101-80 as down tilt, interrupted by jab, jab, jab. 101-94, and Love Foolish is only 1/4 left onto his Arsene as Arsene is gonna be wasted. 101 to 121. Love Foolish already about 1/5 of the way towards the second Arsene, but he needs to probably get a down special here as he's going to be off stage at 151, halfway towards the second. 113 to 151. We see it get up attack. 123, 151. Forward throw. Loaded diaper. Off stage 136. Gun. Only going to get some chip damage there, but back throw here is going to make it a KO. It's going to be 3 versus 3, but here comes 10-10 as Love Foolish. He is only a small sliver away from getting Arsene once more, and Arsene is going to activate for a second time here. It is 0, 10 to 176, and he already gets more damage output from the second one than he did with the first. It's going to be up smash. 59, 77 to 176. That's Love Foolish. We're going to see, going to be a down tilt here. 94 to 186. Neutral air. Love Foolish survives. 94 to 186. A down smash will be jumped over. Down B was attempted, but a forward throw will result in a KO. Farmed comes out now for Detroit as multiple Byleths have been on the rise. The Byleths who have been rising lately include Penumbra, The Farm, Dimitri, and Farmed. It is 42 right now for Farmed as we have Byleth versus Byleth. This is going to be KB's Byleth versus Joseph's Byleth. It is 65 to 79 as Farmed. He will come onto the stage just barely. It is 102, 105 to 102 now. We see down tilt, off smash, but not all the hits are going to be parried. Detroit once again has a 1 versus 3 with Herobrine. It is going to be 105 to 12. Can Herobrine make the comeback again this season? It's 105 to 33. Or will 10-10 be getting herself a hat trick here for the Floppy Flamers? We'll just have to wait and see. Up B, no aerial. It's going to be up throw now. Do we see up air here? Off smash is going to miss. Down smash, 10-10, off stage at 121. She is going to come back on. We see down smash to the other side now. 134 to 89. Up throw, 134 to 101. Herobrine with a forward smash. It's going to be 1 versus 2. So Biden will come out now with a forward smash, and this won't be the game winner quite yet. 101 to 122. We shall see. Going to be down throw. Off smash not landed. Down B instead. It's going to be down B once more. 40. 53 to 122. Biden trying to come back on. Down air, but the up air right there is going to be the game winner as the Floppy Flamers have now won 5 games in a row. They're going to take this one 5 to 3. So let's see, Detroit is going to fall down to 7-7. The Flamers rise from 6-7 to 7-7. This was back and forth in favor of the Floppy Flamers, but 10-10 with the 2 KO performance is able to make it a 1 versus 3 that Detroit just cannot come back from today. Alright, both teams going to be 7-7, 10-10, still having a pretty solid rookie season, even with the new team. Kenjaku is going to be 3-0 in leadoff capacity, I do want to say, as Professor Help will suffer his first leadoff loss of his career. So, let's see. Gonna be a small break real quick. We have 4 games left to round number 14. When we come back, the 4 games remaining will be Green Bay at the Fabled Fairies, Tax Fraudulents at Time Zone Squad, Natsuki Lovers at Holy Armory, then to close things off, Dratini Domain versus Mid-Class Nation. I gotta get refill my water real quick, but when we come back, 4 games remain, gonna be 2 games, break 2 more games. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1AM channel. Stay tuned for more.
Squad strike.
Sorry for the delay, folks. As you saw earlier, I accidentally loaded the Fabled Fairies roster on the road side instead of the home side. So, let's go on the microphone just a little bit early, as we do have Green Bay versus the Fabled Fairies. Green Bay, I believe, let's see, they had won back-to-back games entering the previous round, but they did lose, as they currently stand at 5-8. As for the Fabled Fairies, they have won they have lost 4 of their last 5, falling down to a record of 7-6, but they still hold on to a playoff slot entering this round. And with Detroit losing to the Floppy Flamers, there could be a more comfortable cushion for the Fabled Fairies here, even if they do drop another one. So, the Fabled Fairies roster has not really been changed too much since the regular season begun. We did see Bloodflame swapped out for Kignon, but unfortunately the Meta Knight started struggling, so welcome back to the roster, Bloodflame. 5th, and finally, it's going to be Rep Jam's Little Kiss Doodle Bob. So let's find Doodle Bob real quick. Let's see. Doodle Bob. Alrighty, here comes Doodle Bob for the Fabled Fairies. So Green Bay, 5-8. Fabled Fairies, 7-6. Afterwards, we're going to see a Time Zone squad. They host the Tax Fraudulents. But for now, it's Green Bay versus the Fabled Fairies. One thing about the Squad Check Amiibo Draft League that varies. Unlike most sports leagues, usually in most sports leagues, expansion teams are going to kind of be like, alright, they kind of suck. But here in the Squad Check Amiibo Draft League, we definitely see expansion teams all over the place. The KBs, they're league best roster right now. They've already clinched a playoff slot. We see the Fabled Fairies trying to compete for a playoff slot, and even some rebranded teams are having new ideas. But anyways, the leadoffs here are going to be Pink Furby versus Greg. Both these teams do have a Mii Sword Fighter in that number 2 slot. Gotta be 0. 35 right now is Greg, trying to compete for one of the best leadoffs in the Western Conference. It's 25 as the Pikmin. The Pikmin are going to be able to interrupt the rollouts from this Jigglypuff, so that nullifies one of her big, strong offensive options, and she's going to be taking some white Pikmin damage there, as she is going to be at 92 already. It's 92 to 38 as we are going to see back air. Not enough to get rid of Pink Furry. She's going to float in the air for a little bit, finally coming back down to the right platform. But the up smash from Greg, that's going to be yet another leadoff win from this Olimar. It is 0 to 57 right now as we are going to see side B. Bud Knight comes out for Green Bay now. It is 10-18 to 70 right now as we see neutral B. 23-25 as that is going to be yellow Pikmin damage, but a down air is going to send Greg off stage. Not quite enough yet. 34 to 86 as we see down air. 34 to 93. Greg comes back on. He's going to get punished by a down special. White Pikmin, blue Pikmin, no more. It's only going to be a white Pikmin available when he comes, blue Pikmin when he comes back onto the stage. 34 to 123 as this Olimar is struggling, and he's going to go at a weird angle, being hit by the Charcum. It's going to be down B, plucking, but it will be punished with a down smash. So we have Mii Sword Fighter versus Mii Sword Fighter in the form of Bud Knight versus House MD. It's 34 to 16, 34 to 20. Blurring Blade from House, 49 to 20. It's already known that this is going to be House's last season in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. It's 6-7 to 20. We see Bud Knight coming onto the stage right now as this is going to be up smash being parried. Up smash being parried. No, it will land again this time. 74 to 20. As we wait, we will see down throw into up air. Bud Knight at 101. Bud Knight at 105 as we will wait and see down special. House at 36. 116 to 36 right now. It is going to be down tilt. After the down tilt, it's going to be back throw here, and it will not be able to get rid of Bud Knight quite yet. He's going to come onto the stage. 138 to 36. On stage, Hero Sword will send House off stage. It is 162 to 53 as we will wait, see House 67, 68 coming back on right now. Back throw here, 162 to 77 as House struggling to get the final blow against this Mii Sword Fighter. Never mind, there it is. It's going to be Bud Knight being KO'd with a back throw as Quadruple X comes out for Green Bay now. 6 to 105. We will wait. We will see. Down tilt, no up beef here. Wise move not to go for the up beat, but the up smash is going to result in a KO. So out comes Nokotan for the Fabled Fairies. She has a career best season entering this round with 16 KOs. It is 35 to 26 as Nokotan missed the side beat, punished by the up smash. 35 to 41. She keeps running into those up smashes, but a down beat is going to make it 53 to 52 in a 3 versus 3. 53 to 77 as we see down tilt. We see the up B now. That's not going to cause any risk to Quad X here. It's 53 to 100 as Nokotan. Down tilt, up B, and oh no! It will result in a KO, but no self-destruct here. Bloodflame's going to come out now. Her first game in a little while, but Nokotan will be shut down against Green Bay. So Bloodflame, welcome back to the starting roster. It's 112 to 34 right now as we see Bloodflame trying to get that up air. Instead, it's going to be up smash again. Quadruple X already has 2 KOs right here in this match. 112 to 66 as we will see down air getting rid of the link. It will be 2 versus 2 now, but Bloodflame already at 83. Now having to deal with the Meta Knights. We see switch over to Mithra. Forward, that's going to be Flurry. That's going to be forward air from the Mithra. Reverse Edge Guardian to keep her alive. 28, 39 to 95. As we see down smash being shielded. It's going to be dash attack. Bloodflame at 103. Neutral air will miss, but the back air not being tagged from Bloodflame. That's going to be a 1 versus 2 for Doodlebob. It is 80 to 0 right now as we see Doodlebob once again in a 1 versus 2 situation for the Fabled Fairies. They're trying to avoid losing 5 of their last 6, but we see the PK Thunder. That's going to chase, and that is going to KO, making this a 1 versus 1. But Doodlebob needs to get rid of MacBook as fast as he can because a KO punch is an ever-looming threat when you face this little Mac right here. Jab, jab, jab will miss. We see down throw. Up smash is going to miss. 31 to 57. 4 bars so far meter as neutral air. Gonna be down B. That will be countered actually. 43 to 70 as we see up smash missing. Down smash missing right there. PK fire will be parried. Forward smash. 43 to 93 as if a KO punch were to hit at this percent, it would be able to. Armor forward smash. 53 to 115. Doodlebob coming high. He will parry. He will get the up smash, but it will be interrupted by a forward tilt. KO punch is available for MacBook, and he is going to go for it right there. Green Bay is going to win this game 5-4. If that Little Mac has that KO punch button available, he will go for it there. This was back and forth until Quadruple X turns it around with 2 KOs, shutting down Nokotan in this win, and we will see Green Bay going up to 6-8. The Fabled Fairies will once again fall again as they are going to fall down to 7-7. MacBook getting that game winner right there, but coming up next, we're going to see the Tax Fraudulents versus the Time Zone Squad. So the Tax Fraudulents have lost 3 games in a row. They're trying to avoid making it 4 in a row. Let's see, what song do I want to play? What song do I want to play? I'd say, yeah, let's do Riders of the Light today. Let's do Riders of the Light. We have the Tax Fraudulents. Alright. I'm thinking about that one meme right now that uses one of the clips from one of the Bayonetta games, the double income lesbian aunts. It's a freak finale, the first 2 for the Tax Fraudulents. Then we're going to see in slot number 3, Molly. Molly leads this team, the Tax Fraudulents, right now with 15 KOs, the rookie. We see Chaos King coming out right now, but 5th and finally, this Byleth currently having a career best season, 1EM's Byleth Informer. Some wacky shenanigans can happen when Informer does face his first former team. But on the other side, the Time Zone Squad, 8-5 right now. We will see Aussie in the leadoff again, suffer that leadoff loss in the win against the bots. We will see in slot 2, that's going to be Heim, the Pokemon trainer making his second start since being brought back into the starting rotation. 3, 4, 5 should remain Alistor, Sidon, Honda. So let's talk about Alistor real quick. This is Nightmares' Dark Pit Amiibo. This Alistor right here, the rookie, leads the Time Zone Squad in KOs, entering this round with 16. We'll see what he does once more, as he could be contending for Rookie of the Year, but we also do see the likes of Penumbra from the Eastern Conference bouncing way ahead of the rest of the rookies. Luckman's Link Sidon, gonna be slot number 4 for the Time Zone Squad here. Let's find him real quick. Luckman Link Sidon, alrighty. 5th and finally for the Time Zone Squad, this King Deity has been racking up game winners after game winners. Lots of 1 versus 1s and 1 versus 2s. The rookie Honda, who was acquired in the draft, acquired in the trade after the Time Zone Squad traded Pancakes away. He has been doing some solid work in closing capacity. So it's going to be the Tax Fraudulents. They currently sit at 5-8, losing 3 in a row. It's Freak, Finale, Molly, Chaos King, and Informer versus Aussie, Heim, Alistor, Sidon, and Honda for the 8-5 Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad has not had a losing record since Season 2 when they went 5-11. That was back when we were playing, that was all the way back when we were still playing 16 games. Freak versus Aussie will be the leadoffs here, but the Time Zone Squad, for the 4th year in a row, can avoid a losing streak. Yes, I'm doing Mike Tomlin type of numbers here because Season 3 we went like 8-8. They can continue that Mike Tomlin-like streak if they can get a win here against the Tax Fraudulents. It's going to be Freak versus Aussie in the leadoffs. Maybe I am the Mike Tomlin of Squad Strike. It's 23, 25, 28-30 right now. We see Freak taking some big damage already. 47-26, 64-26 against Aussie, making his second leadoff start. The rookie, the White Pikmin, will be removed immediately. 69 each, but 22. Freak tries to go off stage. 73-69. Freak is very familiar against his Time Zone Squad team, especially back in his days with the Ditto Burritos. It's 88-69 as we are going to see forward smash. Freak is going to survive for now. 110-69. Aussie tries to go off stage, getting punished instead. It's 113-81 as we are going to see a forward throw now. 113, 115, 117-97 as this is going to be a forward throw here. 117-108. Aussie trying to make his way back on. And that is going to be up B, which Aussie does survive. 117-134. It's going to be back air now. 134, 135, forward air, and Freak is off stage at 46. He's going to come back on right there as we see, oh no, Aussie self-destructs! Freak will be created with the leadoff win as we are going to see a forward throw immediately from Heim, revenge KO, but that is a bad way for the rookie to go out there. It is 0-17-27 as the Charizard does get a strong down air right there. 27 each. We are going to see a switch to Squirtle, trying to get that faster frame data. 27-46 as it is going to be side B. 27, 36 to 46, 50 to 46 right now as the Squirtle does seem to be getting some of that long range game right now against the Meta Knights. 50 to 56, but down smash will not be parried. Neutral air trying to chase down air. Some offstage shenanigans happening between two. Up B. 6-7 to 79. We will wait. We will see. Down tilt. Dash attack from the Meta Knight into a switch to the Ivysaur. And the Ivysaur getting a forward air. 83 to 92 as that's going to be side B. That's going to be a switch to Charizard. And Charizard will Flare Blitz his way back onto the stage. Does go for one here halfway across the stage. He's going to miss right there. The Meta Knight is going to chase, getting that neutral air. And that will get rid of Heim. So Alistor comes out now, forward smash. Does Alistor try to chase? He does, but a little too short with that forward air right there. It is going to be up smash, and Alistor will pick up his 17th KO of the regular season. The best rookie performance that Time Zone Squad has ever seen. Probably won't be broken as that was Pancakes in Season 3. 26 KOs. It is 43 for 44 right now as Molly does come out. Two outstanding rookies dueling here. It is 61 to 44. 75 to 44 as Molly has the limit break available. 88 to 44. It will be used on the neutral B that scare off Alistor right there. 88 to 53 as Alistor avoids the up smash. 100 to 64. Alistor at 77 trying to come back down. He is going to wait. He's dolling in the air, and he will be hit by a forward smash right there from Molly, as Molly will rack up his 16th. Sidon with revenge KO. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. Chaos King and Informer versus Sidon and Honda. So how will Sidon fare against this King Deity right here? Second overall pick back in the Season 4 draft. It's going to be 34 to 57 as we see side B. 41 to 72. We wait, we see, going to be neutral air. 46 to 87. A Sidon will go for an up smash here, but it is interrupted. It's forward smash there. 83 to 95 as Sidon waits patiently, getting hit by a forward air. 83 to 108. This is going to be 83 to 108 as we wait. We see, going to be down tilt missing, but the up tilt from Chaos King is going to make it a 1 versus 2 for Honda. It is 95, 122 to 0. We're going to see Honda. Forward smash is going to miss. We see the Gordo and Chaos King. He's going to fall short. So Honda is going to make it a 1 versus 1 against Informer, but Informer is known to do some weird wacky stuff when he faces against his former teams. Forward smash is going to miss right there. It's going to be 0 to 54, 0 to 66 as we see down tilt into forward air, 0 to 85. And one thing the Time Zone Squad needs to watch out for is Informer. He will go off stage if he wants to. It is 20 to 85. Up tilt, neutral air will miss. 34 to 85. We see a side B, 47, up tilt. tilt. No up air from Honda though. It is 60 to 85 as this is going to be a down throw into the up air. It is 80 to 85 as we wait. We see forward tilt from Honda. 93 to 85. Down throw, up air, and that is going to be enough for the Time Zone Squad to win it. Honda saves the day once again, and the Time Zone Squad will advance to a 9-5 record. They'll win this one 5-4. So, in the second season, where there's 18 games to the regular season, we see the Time Zone Squad. They will not have a losing record again. 4 consecutive seasons without a losing record. So it's going to be, let's see, I will say, you know, I don't even remember what my record was back in season 4. Yes, 18 games to the regular season. We will see beautiful back and forth action until Honda comes back with the 1 versus 2 comeback. But a Time Zone Squad 9-5. They need to stop winning close games though, as the differential could be part of the reason why they don't get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. But they are up there with the Squadron, the Dark League, and the Bots to potentially compete for that 1 seed, as the race up there could start to get crowded. Alright folks, 2 games remain for the night. We're going to see the Nutski Lovers versus the Holy Army of Faerghus. We did see the Fabled Fairies and Detroit drop some games, but the Holy Army of Faerghus, if they could get a win, they could possibly be in a more comfortable slot, as we have 4 rounds remaining to the regular season. We'll just have to wait and see. Then the final game of the night. 2 teams with 6-7 records. Dratini Domain versus the Mid-Class Nation. Stay tuned, as the last 2 games will be taking place after this break. You're watching the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League on the 1AM channel. Ref, how is that not a foul? He's clearly trying to infiltrate the Holy Army with some doomed Yuri. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the last two matches of the night, we will have the Nutski Lovers versus the Holy Army of Faerghus. Then, we are going to see Dratane Domain versus Mid-Class Nation. So, it looks like we're going to have a Pikmin auction here between Fred and John Pikmin himself. As the roster for the Nutski Lovers, it is Fred, Ilernia, Depression, Doomed Yuri, and Wanda. They stand at 4 and 9 as they are trying to avoid becoming the second team in the league to clinch a losing record. As for the home team, it is John Pikmin, Shiori, Tobey Maguire, Dimitri, and Vibin. Dimitri leads his team right now with 15 KOs as a rookie. We'll see how promising this buy can be for this match here. But first, we have the Pikmin auction. Yeah, I'm kind of realizing right now just how many Pikmin auctions we're going to have in the Western Conference in these last couple of games. Like, dear God, it's nothing but auction after auction in the West. Fred versus John Pikmin are your leadoffs. Welcome to the Pikmin auction, folks. Gonna be Fred versus John Pikmin here. Gonna be 2, 5, 2, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 21, 22, 23, 25, 23, 27, 23, 30, 23, 32. Gonna be 23, 35 now, 23, 37, 34, 52, 34, 54, 34, 58. Gonna be 34 to 60. John Pikmin taking some big damage there. Gonna be 34 to 86. 34, 86. We see a neutral air, forward throw, 34 to 99. John Pikmin is default. John Pikmin at 114, off stage. He's gonna try to come back on. He is going to be coming back on. So does Fred. 34 to 116 right now. John Pikmin heavily out damaged by Fred here. 41 to 116. 41 we see up tilt. 48 to 116 is going to be forward smash, off smash actually, 48 to 133. Current Pikmin order for Fred is going to be white, yellow, red. 48 to 141 right now. Down air, John Pikmin has Fred at 61. Forward smash there, going to be survived because it was a white Pikmin. White Pikmin deals weaker damage, 61 to 151. 68 to 151 right now is going to be John Pikmin trying to jump around. Up tilt, forward smash, 85 to 151 right there. John Pikmin does not chase off stage, 85 to 151. Forward tilt, going to be 92. And that's going to be white Pikmin damage being dealt onto Fred. He's at 113, 123 at the forward smash. 124 to 151 right there. It's going to be no aerial from John Pikmin. Interesting move right there from him. 133 to 151 is going to be forward smash from Pikmin. Going to be 142 to 151 right now. And the down air, it's going to be sold to Fred at 142%. 147 to 6 as Shiori comes out there with that big back air. It's going to be Ilernia coming out right now. So we see 4 versus 4s. Ilernia tries to throw Shiori around right there. It's going to be 0, 6 to 22. Shiori down throw, neutral air misses. Jab, jab, jab immediately from the rookie Ilernia. It is 6. We see jab, jab, jab once more. Shiori at 44. Shiori at 58 after the forward tilt. Shiori is going to be coming back onto the stage right now. We are going to see 6, 16 to 73, but a down special from Shiori, that's going to cause some distance right there. It's going to be forward tilt, Ilernia off stage, and Shiori goes high, just not going deep right there with those down airs quite yet. We haven't seen a big deep one since the preseason. It is 55 to 84. Shiori going to go for a down B. That's going to miss this time. Down tilt, up air. Shiori at 109 right now. It's going to be 55 as side B will miss right there. We see down tilt, down smash from Shiori, 71 to 109. And Shiori with the forward tilt is going to be parried. 71 to 120 right now as we see Shiori come back onto the stage here. It's going to be 71 to 121. Neutral air, 85 to 121 as Shiori trying to rack up some damage here, but she's going to be KO'd with that side B. Tobey Maguire comes out now for the Holy Army of Faerghus. This game so far, oh no, Maguire at 42. He will barely come back onto the stage, but any higher than that, and that could have been a KO making this a 4-2 lead. Instead, Maguire survives. He needs to run away from the bomb he just planted, but that's going to be neutral B, and that's going to be TNT. Ilernia, what are you doing? He will get around that, but that could have been a horrible rookie mistake. It is 100 to 87 as TNT 2 will be placed 2, and that one is going to miss once more. Off smash from Maguire is going to KO Ilernia, so out comes Depression for the Nutski Lovers. Depression versus Maguire. It's going to be up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. Going to be 28 to 87 as these are still the wooden tools being used by Maguire here. We see neutral air. We see up smash from the top platform. Stone tools are crafted now for Maguire. 63 to 104 as we wait. We see more mining. Mine carts. Depression off stage at 82. 82 to 104 right now as we see a down throw here. 82 to 122. Neutral air. Maguire at 134. We're going to wait. We're going to see. It's going to be 82 to 134. As this up smash will be parried. Back air, depression, off stage, and gold is available for Maguire as he does have the gold. Trying to mine some more for the diamonds. Does not get the diamonds, but a forward smash is going to get rid of depression. So Tobey Maguire turns a 4-2 lead into a 2 versus 2 situation. It is 22 to 134. Up smash, Doomed Yuri at 41% already. We see a side B here, and that is not gonna get rid of Maguire. Maguire will survive right now at 160, 41 to 160. As we see up tilt, forward air. Doomed Yuri off stage at 70, and she is gonna fall short. Tobey Maguire has a hat trick for the Holy Army of Faerghus. Wanda is going to be dealing with a 1 versus 3 as the forward throw. Still not enough to get rid of the zombie. 0 to 177. Up air is going to punish, and Dimitri has the opportunity to get the game winner here. It is 18. Jab, jab, jab. 26 to 0. We see side B. Wanda already at 48. We are trying to see up B. It's going to be 63. 79 to 0 right there as Dimitri. Up special. Back air is going to miss. Neutral air. Up throw and up air from Wanda. 96, 99 to 29. Up smash will miss right there. Down tilt, up air. Wanda at 125. We wait as we see Dimitri. He goes for up B into the up B, which does miss again. 138. Jab, jab, jab. And that won't be a game-winning jab, jab, jab quite yet. As the side special from the Holy Army of Faerghus of Dimitri. He'll pick up his 16th of the regular season. But the Holy Army of Faerghus, they're going to win this one 5 to 3. A 4 to 2 lead from the Natsuki Lovers turns into a hat trick as we are going to see Maguire with 3 KOs. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like right. 4 to 2? Yeah, 4 to 2 does not sound right. That sounds more like 4 to 3 actually, but still, Tobey Maguire does get the hat trick here. 3 KOs in the victory for the Holy Army of Faerghus. Unfortunately for the Natsuki Lovers, they are going to become the second team in the league to suffer a losing record as they now fall to 4 and 10. Alright folks, one game remains. So in the last round, the final game of the night was a battle for 6-7. This match is going to be a battle of 6-7. Let's get straight to it. Both Dratini Domain and Mid-Class Nation hold 6-7 records entering round 14. 6 wins, 7 losses, and we do see some potential shifts here in the Western Conference. However, Dratini Domain, the road team, we see another roster order change as they have lost 3 games in a row. Double Trouble will be making her first leadoff start as Rarity going to be in slot number 2. Slot number 3 for Dratini Domain, it's going to be Crunchy's Ganondorf Yobenis. Slot 4, that is going to be Lonk, and the 5th and final entry is once more going to be Funko Ford. So, Power has been subbed out for Double Trouble in the leadoff capacity, but as for Mid-Class Nation, they've been relying on the same Olimar so far all year, and he has been simple Headstrong. Headstrong has been pretty solid. Slot number 2 for the Mid-Class Nation, it is going to be Razor Force's Aegislash. 3 is still going to be Amalgamate's Midnight Spooky, so let's find Spooky real quick for the final game of the night. Where is that Spooky? Where is that Spooky? Where is he? Alright, but even though 1, 2, and 3 are going to be the same for Mid-Class Nation tonight, we do have a small switch when it comes to number 4 and number 5. So, Nemesis and Urshifu are going to still be on this active roster for this match. They're still both going to be starting, but we do have a little swap in the 5 and the 4. Nemesis will be moved up from slot 5 to slot 4 as Urshifu has been able to close out games lately with 2 KO performances for Mid-Class Nation, so they view Urshifu in the leadoff capacity. Anyways, we are going to see, let's see. The Fabled Fairies will top off the 300s. Attendance has been amazing. We just want extra advertising space. Have you considered just selling the shirts? Have shirts, but sell the shirts. That gotta be on the seats. Charge the extra shirt fee or something like that. Duh. Anyways, 5th and final for Mid-Class Nation is gonna be Lucille's Banjo-Kazooie Urshifu. Alright. Last round, the final match of the night was a battle for 6-7. Today, it's a battle of 6-7. We have Double Trouble, Rarity, Yobenis, Lonk, and Funko Ford versus Headstrong, Aegislash, Spooky, Nemesis, and Urshifu. Hear me out, instead of putting tarps on the 300s, have you just considered adding a random 400 out of nowhere? Just add more bleachers, add more stages, have them as close as you can to the blast zone. You need to have your players launching straight into the bleachers, which is going to cause damages, but don't worry, those fuckers signed a waiver. Double Trouble versus Headstrong are going to be the leadoffs here. The final game of the night, Battle of 6-7. Both teams enter with 6-7 records. Only one can come out with a win. It's going to be 15-25. It's Double Trouble in her rookie season. Makes her first career leadoff. 15-42, 25-42. We will see up smash. We will see up air. 48-65 is going to be, we wait. We see up air. It's going to be up smash there. 56-83 as Headstrong is going to be KO'd by Double Trouble. So now we have Aegis versus Aegis. 56-22 as Aegis last switching over to the Mithra. It's going to be 6-7-22 in the Battle of 6-7. 76-22. We are going to see side B missing. 79-22 as we are going to have down smash. Aegis slash off stage at 31. She will come back on. We're still reigning the Mithra. Foresight and up smash. 93-105-32 with back-to-back up smashes. It's going to be Double Trouble switching over to the Mithra now. So both of them and Mithra right now. It's going to be forward throw. 127-41 as Double Trouble goes high. Aegis slash try to punch but misses. Back to the Pyra. Jab, jab, jab will force. No, it will not force switch back to the Mithra. 127, 133, 148 to 152 as both are going to be back to Pyra now. And the up smash from Double Trouble. Aegis slash is going to be at 75%. We see down tilt, 156, side B there. It's going to be a star KO as Double Trouble is sent to the void. Rarity comes out now for the Dratini Domain. It's going to be 0-97. She goes off stage, neutral air, and that is going to get rid of Aegis Slash. So Spooky comes out now for the mid-class nation. It's going to be Flurry right there. 12-0. We see the Midnight trying to chase early. 20-0. We see Spooky waiting. He's going to be punched with downer, and he's going to be KO'd with only one hit. Dratini Domain, who has lost their last 3 in a row, they have a 4-2 lead in the Battle of 6-7. It is 51-32, 51-77-32 as we are going to see up smash. It's going to be up smash here, Rarity at 102 as Nemesis is trying to make this a 2 versus 2, potentially 3 versus 2 first. It's 118-32 as we see up smash. It's going to be 3 versus 2, but now we have a Ganondorf Ditto between Nemesis and Yobenis. We see Nemesis off stage. He'll come back on. Yobenis taking some damage right there. It's going to be down throw. Neutral air. Nemesis at 98 as we do see Nemesis trying to come back on. We see up smash. Yobenis at 30. 30-98. It's going to be forward throw now. 30-115 as Nemesis comes back on. 41-115. We see a back throw here. 41-131. It's going to be Nemesis waiting. It's going to be forward tilt. Nemesis off stage. 147 coming back onto the left side. Off smash will be parried. Jab. 41-161 as this is going to be a down tilt, and it's going to be a 1 versus 3 for Urshifu. So Urshifu has never had a hat trick in his career. I believe he needs to get one here. Mid-class nation wants to hang on and win. Forward smash, 62-77-43. No egg usage right there, so no eggs, just a missed grenade. It's going to be 77-43. Down air into up smash. Urshifu at 6-7 in the Battle of 6-7. That is the second 6-7 of the Battle of 6-7 as 6-7-106. It's going to be Yobenis trying to come back on right now. 106-79, and this is going to be a forward tilt. 106-95. Side special, first feather will be used, but Lonk will come out now for Dratini Domain. Forward smash, gonna be 16-95. Up tilt, up air, forward air will miss. 37-106 as this is going to be up throw here from Lonk. 17, but the forward air, the Dratini Domain is gonna snap a 3-game losing streak as they take this one here 5-3. So the Dratini Domain will win the Battle of 6-7 as round 14 opens with the Battle of 6-7 and closes with another Battle of 6-7. Rarity, with 2 KOs in her second game of the regular season, she's able to shine here for Dratini Domain. Mid-class nation will fall down to 6-8. We'll see what both teams do in the next round as let's see. Dratini Domain, they, after snapping this 3-game losing streak, they will host the Tax Fraudulents, who have lost 4 in a row, As for Mid-Class Nation, they are going to be playing, let's see, they're on the road against the Bots. The Bots have lost 2 in a row themselves, so we'll see what will happen there. But that concludes round 14 to the regular season. So, 4 rounds remain to Season 6's regular season. We have one team clinching a playoff slot in the form of the KBs, but as we get closer and closer to the end of the regular season, we should be seeing more and more potential clinching scenarios, especially for teams on the top such as over in the East, Chaos Corp, Dublin Kings. We'll see if that opportunity exists for them in this upcoming round, but alrighty. Round 15, it's going to be a big mixture of East and West. I think it's going to be, let's see. Looks like we're going to have 2 games in the East, 4 games in the West, 5 games in the East, and then 3 lower in the West. So, JG Wentworth versus Chaos Corp will open up tomorrow in the afternoon or tomorrow in the night. We'll then see Your Worst Nightmare at Ottawa. Then we head over to the West with Fabled Fairies at Carbon Show's team, Natsuki Lovers at Dark League. Natsuki Lovers Dark League is going to be game number 5, as Tax Fraudulents Chain Domain is game number 4. Then, Natsuki Lovers Dark League, Timeslots Squad versus the Holy Army of Faerghus. Afterwards, we'll make a bounce back to the East as we see KBs at Dublin Kings, Ditto Burritos at Toronto, Michael at Buffalo, Amiibo Engage at Boston, then Novas at Miami. Afterwards, last 3 games of the night will be all Western Conference action. My foot just slipped on a little thing I put my foot on sometimes. My foot hurts now. Dang it. And we're about to end the live stream for tonight. Got a day to heal up. The Floppy Flamers versus the 456 Squadron will be match number 12 of the night. 13 and 14 we'll see Mid-Class Nation at the Bots, then Detroit at Green Bay. Stay tuned for more information in Discord server regarding standings, leadoff stats, who's leading in the KO categories for both all Amiibo as well as the rookies, but more importantly, playoff clinching scenarios and even elimination scenarios for round 15 of the regular season. Alright folks, we will see you tomorrow for round 15 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Until then, y'all have a nice one.